but they didn't. Okay, you're listening to the Sweeney's pregame show. When we come back, hey, it's going to be Coach's Corner, Nick.
Yeah, that's right. I had a chance to sit down or to stand on the field and talk with Oilers pitching coach Chris Jimenez.
All right, you're listening to Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140.
Do you have a reader, or do I need to be reading these for you?
Matt, we have greeting cards.
You read them.
Okay.
For your kids, so you can stop by and view our large.
Hey, and Caleb, I did the reader on the recording, so you can just go straight to the coach's corner when it comes back.
Spoons, portable healing
Okay, cool,
tanks, table covers, plates and cutlery, pinatas, party favors, and lots of games.
Get this and more.
Hey, what's up, Caleb?
In Soldado.
Hey, Casey.
This week's money.
How long do you guys have until the coach's corner starts?
Try roast and steaks for just $6.99.
60 seconds.
All right, Caleb, it feels weird talking to you knowing that I'm on the other broadcast today. What's new over the last few days since we did that doubleheader against the Miners?
Sauce $1.99 and 48-ounce
Good
Breyers
game.
ice creams are $4.99.
Socrates behaving.
Strawberries for $3.99. And Rainier cherries
Yeah,
are
he's a
just
good boy.
$2.99.
Okay.
Peppers are
All right, Caleb, you have a good game.
Corn on the cob is 89 cents.
All right, you
Country
too.
Foods on Willow Street in Kenai.
Thank you.
This week's money-saving specials from your hometown proud family at Country Foods.
Come in for boneless pork chops, buy one, get one free. And Hormel's seasoned pork tenderloin fillets, only $4.99 a pound. 3-pound packs of Catalan quarter-pound beef patties for $13.99. And
Caleb,
boneless
am I
chicken
coming
breast
through
for just
okay for you?
$2.99 a pound. Elastic Grains hot dog and hamburger buns
Yep,
are
I can hear you.
$2.49.
Fantastic.
IGA canned vegetables are 60 cents. Produce has peaches and nectarines for $2.89 a pound. Red plums are also $2.89 a pound. Bing and Rainier cherries are $2.99 a pound. And mangoes are only 99 cents.
Country Foods on Willow Street in Kenai.
Now let's take a trip down to the field. The pregame show's Coach's Corner on ESPN 1140.
Welcome back to the Sweeney's pregame show. I'm Nick Sorrell, and this is the Coach's Corner brought to you by The Best Shop. I'm on the field with Oilers pitching coach Chris Jimenez. Hey, so Coach, great road trip. Nice to see you guys really waking up the bats. So they really came to life for you. What sort of adjustments did the team make to pick the offense up over the last couple weeks?
Well, I think it's just getting more comfortable in the box. You know, we've seen pretty much the same guys from every team based on how spread out our league is necessarily. But I think just comfortability, seeing pitchers multiple times, I think that really helps the hitters kind of focus and lock in and kind of know what the guy's doing up there.
High skill level stuff, making the adjustments to the guys you've seen before. That's fantastic. So games against the league leading Glacier Pilots coming up. Oilers currently 4 games off the Pilots pace. What are your thoughts going into this series?
I think if we continue to play and pitch the way we've been playing and pitching, that we got a really good chance to, I think, win every game in this series. Being back at home, that's a huge bonus for us. Being able to play in front of our fans. We know our field. They play on an all-turf field, and this is all natural field, so they're going to have some challenges for them. But we know what to expect, and I think that's going to give us a bonus.
Fantastic. Looking forward to seeing it. Any players that really stood out to you guys on the road trip?
Not that I can remember. I know all of our pitchers have been doing a pretty good job of keeping it low scoring from a pitching side of things. A couple of our games on the road, our hitters were kind of getting beat by their pitchers, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's baseball, so everyone has a chance to win, and I think we have an even better chance being at home.
Fantastic. So who's got the bump for us tonight?
Ty Correa.
Good to see Ty again out there. Fastball, slider. What else he got in that arsenal that we'll see?
Change of mainly 3-pitch mix. He's going to be throwing his fastball a lot. He throws a lot of sinkers, and coming from a 6'9" frame, it's pretty tough to hit. So his plan is really just to attack with the fastball. Once they are able to make the adjustment and hit that, then he should be able to start mixing the off-speed.
Oilers taking on the Glacier Pilots in the first of a 5-game series. We'll be back in 90 seconds for the rest of the Sweeney's pregame show on ESPN 1140, 96.9, and RadioKenai.com. Thank you, Coach.
Great work, Nick. What number is Rodriguez?
Rodriguez is Pulling that up here. He's number 4.
Yeah, he got partially erased here. All right, when we come back, I'll make the introduction, and you can go ahead and do a look around the league. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Who's the sponsor of Look Around the League?
SLP Alaska. You want me to do the read on it?
Yes.
Because it has a whole read.
I don't think I have it here.
Yeah, I got it.
With Evan from Steam on Wheels. Now, Evan, you guys can put in parking pads. You guys do
I've got it.
excavation work.
I'll do it.
What about
The whole read?
Yes, we do a lot of excavation work around the
Yeah, I
peninsula.
got it.
No job
Okay,
is too
gotcha.
for us to deal with, so give us a call.
You guys also do septic systems too, as well.
Absolutely, we are DEC certified. We are insured and
I can
licensed.
tell you this much.
So
I'll take my sunglasses off when the game begins. I can glare from it.
Evan, what's
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Number is
Wonder if I could.
262
Nah, I don't think I'd be able to see any better.
Are you tired of your car sound like a flock of honking geese? Worry no more, because Dan's Automotive is here to save the day. Located on the Sterling Highway right next to Napa Auto Parts, Dan's Automotive is your one-stop shop for all things car-related. Whether you need a tune-up, an oil change, or a friendly chat about your engine's aspiration, Dan's Automotive
I'm going
has
to turn
got
up
you
the
covered. Their
field
phone
mic a little bit.
There's a clown riding a unicycle while juggling rubber chickens. Just call 907-420-0416.
No, turn it off till the game begins.
Okay, all right. I'll leave it then.
Bob Bird and Nick Sorrell here as we're going to have a look around the league, brought to you by SLP Alaska, professional safety services offering on-site consultations, project safety support, training, drug and alcohol testing, program development, and now safety clothing, including FRCs. SLP Alaska, find out more at slpalaska.com or give them a call at 907-202-3274. That's 202-3274. We're getting close to game time here. Nick, it's time for a look around the league. I'm going to explain to our listeners that I am outside in the grandstands where we won't have glare issues when I'm doing the play-by-play, and I'd like you to fill the folks in about the look around the league.
Yeah, so thanks, Bob. So the Alaska Baseball League so far this year, the Anchorage Glacier Pilots leading the league right now, 17-13, but they are tied with the Matsu Miners, 17-13 as well. So both teams tied up at the top of the league. Now they're tied also with the Bucks in the win column, but the Bucks have 16 losses. So the Bucks in third at 17-16. The Oilers, 4 games off the pace of first place at 12-16, and then the Chinooks in the cellar there with 12 wins and 17 losses. So taking a look at the leaders around the league, as far as batting goes, the Pilots with Blake Jackson batting .449. And then moving over to home runs, got an Oiler that's up there, but starting off with the Pilots again, Troy Harding. He's got 3 home runs. Nick Costello and a couple other guys around the league with 2 home runs. And RBI leader for the Pilots again, Elijah Rodriguez, tied with 22 RBIs with Lex Bodicker of the Bucks. We saw Lex a few weeks ago. He's hitting the ball. And the league leader right now for ERA is Ty Correa, who we'll see tonight on the mound, .79 ERA.
All right, we're going to be right back with the starting lineups, which will be brought to you by Around the Horn with the Sweeney's pregame show. And Genoir Touring, this is Oilers Baseball on ESPN.
Lineups for
This isn't with the left.
lineups on today's contest. Leading off,
Let's go
our
away.
right
At
fielder,
9-0.
their right fielder, number 4, Elijah
Rodriguez. To help
Rodriguez.
you save money with Frash Service.
So,
Alaska Waste.
I think the loudspeaker's coming through pretty loudly.
Yeah,
on your
I
mic
know.
out
It's going to
there,
be a
yeah.
problem.
Frash overflowing with Alaska Waste.
The wind will be a problem, too. It's an experiment. We'll see how things go.
Right.
One call can save you money. Alaska Waste, your hometown home.
Batting 5th,
Alaska Trailer on KV has everything you need to haul your ATV this summer. When new inventory goes on, project this summer, get over to Alaska Trailer on KV to rent or buy an Iron Bolt dump trailer.
Nick, you can kill my microphone until it's my turn to do the lineups. And also make sure the field mic is off. That'll help.
Yep.
Financing program.
You are 1 and I'm 2, correct?
Correct.
All right. I don't want to turn myself down.
No.
Looking
Test.
for a dentist that will ensure your dental
Test.
health? Welcome, Dr.
Oh, yeah, I can still hear you.
Well, turn it down.
Oh, you want me to turn
It's
it
the
down
top.
now?
Yeah, it's the top one.
Okay,
I'll read it back in then.
With their new iTero scanner.
Test,
Now
test.
offering in-house scans for crowns, bridges, Invisalign, and more, making your appointments and turnaround times significantly shorter. Thinking about a wider smile for summer? Call Ridgeway today to ask about their teeth whitening special. Ridgeway Family Dentistry, located on the Spur Highway in Soldotna, 907-262-8404.
Welcome back to the Sweeney's pregame show. Nick Sorrell alongside Bob Bird. Let's go around the horn with today's starting lineups, brought to you by Genoir Towing and Recovery. Genoir Towing and Recovery. When you need a tow, call Genoir at 394-6068. 394-6068. Well, batting leadoff for the Glacier Pilots is Elijah Rodriguez. He'll be playing right field. He's number 4. Second in the lineup for the Pilots is number 14, left fielder Garrison Berkeley. Batting third, number 24, center fielder Blake Jackson. Batting fourth, number 3, catching Troy Harding. Batting fifth, number 8, and playing first base, Andrew Lamb. Batting sixth and DHing, number 21, Jacob Stinson. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 9, Andrew Nicoluk. Batting eighth, shortstop, number 20, Joey Wright. And batting ninth, third baseman, Will Carpenter. He's number 19. The coach for the Pilots is Garrig Masiello, and the pitching coach is Gene Yamashito.
All right, for the Peninsula Oilers, Owen McElpatrick will lead off. He'll be playing shortstop. He's number 3. Number 10, Ben Grimm will play left field. He'll bat second. Number 26, Nick Costello will play center field, batting third. In the cleanup spot is number 15, Ben Griffin. He'll catch tonight, batting fifth. Number 13, Leighton Helfrich in right field. Batting sixth, number 17, Theo Forsey playing first base. In the seventh spot is Ty Thomas, number 9. He'll be playing third base. The designated hitter is Josiah Chavez, number 14, batting eighth. And batting ninth is Brett Groupie, number 1, playing second base. We're going to break for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll get the rest of the starting lineup. This is Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140 and 96.9 FM.
Well, we thought it was summer, but dang, not the best weather for playing in the midnight sun, but it's just right for getting things done. If your family is complete and you've been considering a vasectomy, now's the perfect time. Nothing like rainy days to check off the to-do list. Dr. Alvarez can perform your no-needle, no-scalpel procedure in a private office setting in Soldotna. Take care of this now. It's birth control-free Alaska fall. It might become our new favorite season. For more information or call 907-2010 or visit Surgery Aesthetics.
I don't want to sue anyone. I don't want to go to court. I don't want to have a deposition taken. They don't want to have their business be made public. And I think a common misunderstanding is that you have a case, a personal injury case or a car accident case, that you will end up in court. Most of them are settled without ever even needing to file a lawsuit. People just need someone to help negotiate with insurance adjusters who are trying to prevent them from getting a full Elsner.
Food prices, rent, utilities, and your blood pressure. They're all up. Well, Eyewear Express is holding prices right where they are. Let me say it again. Eyewear Express is holding our prices firm. And Eyewear Express will continue to offer you a second pair free when you purchase a complete pair. Get a second pair of single vision glasses for free. Eyewear Express, located in the Peninsula Center Mall, Soldotna, 260-9199.
Do you have visitors in town fishing or just relaxing on the Kenai? If so, plan to bring them to Kobuk Valley Jade Company to meet their friendly staff.
Test. You're good.
Alaska's gemstone. They also have a nice selection of unique souvenirs if your guests need some Alaskan memorabilia before they head back home. If you stop by on a Friday or Saturday, check out their garage sale outside, weather permitting, on the garage sale side of the store. Kobuk Valley Jade Company at 41735 Sterling Highway, open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Bob Bird along with Nick Sorrell and Caleb back at the studio. And here's the first pitch of the game. A left-handed little leaguer brought it in on one bounce. Speaking of pitchers, Nick, why don't you finish up with some stats on Ty Correa?
Yeah, so actually I'll start it off with the pitcher for the Pilots, Nathan Barraza, he's only pitched 6 innings, and he's given up 3 runs, 1 earned, 5 hits, and struck out 3 and no bases on balls. But the story on the mound tonight has got to be Ty Correa. 6'9", just an absolute beast. He's pitched 22 and 2/3 innings this year, and in all of those, he's only given up 2 earned runs, 15 hits, 20 strikeouts, and 4 base on balls. He's got a record of 2-1 this season.
6'9", and how many pounds?
I'm going to have to get back to you on that, but
All right.
probably not much.
No. And, boy, what a day for baseball here. A 9-inning affair here tonight. And to let our listeners know, we've had a problem with glare for many years with our plexiglass in front of us when the sun comes out. Nick and I and the late Dan Gensel, we didn't have any problem on cloudy days. But today we got gushing sunshine. Get down here, and I'll be doing the play-by-play from the grandstands. Nick's right behind me. And, Nick, it'll be your call if you want to swap when you do the middle innings, okay?
Okay, sounds good. So I got to wait for you. More than I would have thought. He looks, he's deceptively heavy for his height. I guess 6'9". You can pack some weight into a thin frame, but he's 230 pounds.
Yeah, well, when you're 6'9", you still look like a pencil. All right, all right, behind the plate for the Oilers will be Ben Griffin. He takes a warm-up peg down there, and now leading off for the Glacier Pilots, Elijah Rodriguez, number 4. The Pilots wearing, looks like camo tops today with gray trousers. Oilers in black tops with white trousers. Rodriguez is playing right field, batting .288. No home runs, but a whopping 22 RBIs. He bats from the left-hand side, and we're going to play some baseball, all right?
Umpires, we got Charles Reddick behind the plate.
Here's the windup and the first pitch of the ball game. And it's a swing, and it's fouled down the third base line. Strike 1. Go ahead.
Right out of the gate, that foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing, T-shirts, crops, tanks, and more. Visit waldenbros.store. Call them today at 907-394-5510.
Here's the strike 1 pitch. That one will be high, maybe a little tight, and it's 1-1. Setting the Oiler defense, Thomas is at third, McElpatrick at short, Groupie at second, and Forshea at first. Grimm, Costello, and Helfrich, the outfield left, center, and right. That's low and away, and it's 2-1. And a battery of Correa and Griffin. And did we get all the umpires in?
No, I'll get them to you after this pitch.
All right. We have a 3-man system. I like that. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it's a ground ball to the shortstop. Should be easy. Picked up by McElpatrick, and it's routine. And that's a 6-3 put out to start the day for the Glacier Pilots.
Good start for Correa. Yeah, so as far as umpires go, going around at third base, we have Dale Rowland. We've seen him before. At first base, Dario Rivero. Haven't seen him yet. And behind the plate tonight, Charles Reddick.
And doing the play-by-play on the other end of the booth is our own Casey Roll. All right, right-handed batter is Garrison Berkeley. He doesn't have much in the way of stats. He's playing left field. He's got 1 RBI. Swing and a miss. And it's strike 1. I don't think Berkeley's RBI came with a hit, so that's where he's at. Maybe he just recently joined the Pilots. Number 14, playing left field. And the big right-hander delivers. And it's a ground ball foul down the third base side. And it's 0-2.
Yeah, Berkeley getting some of his first swings here. He's only had, I think, 3 at-bats so far this year. So see what we can get. The Pilots can get out of him.
Bats from the right-hand side, right on right matchup here. Now let's see if Correa's got to get him out pitch, if he's going to waste one. And it's a fly ball left field. Going back, it's going to go over the head, and now diving for it is Grimm. He cannot get it. And Mr. Berkeley just made a statement right there. There was a no doubt about it. 0-2 pitch. Drove that one past the left fielder, Grimm, and he made a dive for it, but it was too little, too late, and went all the way to the wall for a double.
Yeah, stand-up double on that one. Looked like Grimm may have had a step in instead of a step back when that one came off the bat. I wonder if the unconventional sunlight for the Oilers at home is playing in a
No, not in left field. All right. Now the runner on second, and the batter now is Blake Jackson, left-hander. And the pitch, high and away, ball 1. So that ball was hit with authority, no doubt about it. I think Grimm was playing too shallow, and probably been overcoached about somebody with very few at bats. Ball one is the count. Here's the pitch. It's fouled up and over to the left, and it's 1-1. Wasn't that an 0-2 pitch?
I thought it was an 1-0 pitch. Oh, he's the double. Yeah, that was an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah. 1-1 is the count to Blake Jackson, the center fielder, batting only .449 with 15 RBIs. No homers. The left-hander waits patiently. Here's the pitch, and it's ball high, and the count is 2-1.
Yeah, Griffin wanted to throw down on that one, but nobody was at second base, and Berkeley was way off second there.
Ball 2, strike 1. Ty Correa goes to the stretch, checks the runner at second, and now the delivery. A breaking pitch, and it's grounded to the right side. It's a base hit, and not deep enough, as the Oilers' right fielder, Helfrich, was Johnny on the spot. But, boy, the Pilots aren't wasting any time with a first-inning threat with runners on the corners, only one out, and they don't have any trouble with Correa's 0.79 ERA right now.
Well, Blake Jackson showing his .449 average right there. I haven't had the opportunity to see him play many games, but I imagine to get a .449 average, he probably has a lot of hits like that, just poking him into the outfield.
Troy Harding, the cleanup hitter, comes to the plate. He's catching tonight, batting .357, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs, and Correa in a Class A jam right now in the first inning. Righty-on-righty matchup, and here's the pitch. Inside for ball 1. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'll bet you're dip netting and listening to the game. Good for you, even if you're from Anchorage and rooting for the Pilots. Oh, you might be listening to the Pilots broadcaster. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, you should be grilling tonight, too. Here's the ball 1 pitch, and it's a fly ball. A ground ball to the third. They're going to try for 2. They got it! Oh, a 5-4-3 double dip. And that's why Correa has a .79 ERA, Nick.
That's right. Ground ball contact. Get those outs.
All right. In the inning, no runs, 2 hits, 1 man left. We'll go to the Oiler half of the inning. The score is the Pilots 0, and the Oilers are now coming to bat. This is ESPN 1140.
Are you looking for an opportunity?
Nick, I couldn't see that ball.
Central Peninsula Hospital needs you.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard to read it no matter what.
Did you see it?
I saw Thomas glove it. I didn't see it off the bat.
Volunteers don't necessarily have the time, they just have the heart. To become an essential part of the hospital family, visit cpgh.org or call 907-714-4543. Central Peninsula Hospital, compassionate, personalized healing.
Safe and Sound offers the finest.
They just have to read the fielders on all these.
Sleek design and superior craftsmanship, your car will look and feel amazing. And don't forget, their window tints come with a lifetime warranty for your peace of mind. Safe and Sound, your go-to
Bob, I think you're building a fan base right out there. With all these folks, you're getting a lot of smiles.
I don't know. A lot of people get annoyed by hearing a play-by-play in progress. So.
Safe and Sound, conveniently located across from Beeman's on the Spur Highway in Soldotna. Your trusted partner for all your car audio needs.
Bob Bird and Nick Sorrell as, boy, oh boy, Correa was in a big jam, Nick, and he got the double play, 5-4-3.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what you need, and that is what height, like 6'9", and a changeup will do to you. Off-speed pitch coming on a down angle induces that ground ball contact.
All right, the Oilers now coming to bat here with McElpatrick, Grimm, and Costello. Batters 1, 2, and 3. And let's get some stats repeated again on the Pilots pitcher, Nathan Barraza.
Nathan Barraza, yeah, not a whole lot of time on the mound for Barraza. He's got 6 innings pitched with 3 runs, 1 earned. He's given up 5 hits, struck out 3, and has not walked anybody yet.
Getting in his last warm-up pitches, and a beautiful night here at the Ball Yard. And come on down. If you're going to have dinner right now, get on down, and then you can have dessert here. Why not?
First pitch tonight was at 6:02 p.m.
Pretty much right on time here at the way the Oilers run a tight ship. All right, here comes McElpatrick, the shortstop, batting .259, 1 home run, 12 RBIs. The right-hander Barraza will be facing the right-handed slugging McElpatrick.
Northwestern, the shortstop number 3, Owen McElpatrick.
Yeah, Owen has been just a standout shortstop over there. Last time we saw him here in the homestand, he was just nothing was getting by him.
We'll set the Pilots' defense for you in a moment. And here's the windup and the pitch. And it's a strike called. The Pilots have Carpenter at third, Wright at short, Nikolak at second, and Lamb at first, with Berkeley, Jackson, and Rodriguez, the outfield left, center, and right, and a battery of Barraza and Harding. Here's the pitch. It's a tap foul. Down the third base side, brought to us by...
That was brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They can customize just about anything, but they do specialize in T-shirts, crops, tanks, and more. Give them a call, 907-394-5510.
0-2 is the count to Mac. Here's the pitch. Line drive right to the shortstop. He had to reach for it. A nice grab there by Wright. He got all of what he wanted on that shot, and it was right at the shortstop and a little high.
Yeah, can't complain about that contact. That's exactly what you're looking for, just within glove range of Wright over there. So good play by Wright, getting the glove up.
All right, Ben Graham will come to the plate for the Oilers. 225 hitter with 1 RBI, playing left field today, and he's a left-hander. Here's the windup and the pitch to him, and it's outside for ball 1. L6 on that play. As Barraza goes to the windup, and here's the delivery to Grimm. And it's fouled right back here. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, Grimm offsets his hitting with his pitching. We've seen him on the mound a few times this year. He's a junior from Loyola Marymount.
1-2, I think, is the count. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch just misses. What do you got for the count?
I got 2-1.
2-1 right now. All right, very good. And with the hitter's count, we'll see what happens. Here's the pitch to Grimm. That's, well, he's going to call that one a high strike. And it's 2-2. 387 to straightaway center field. I don't believe it. You and I were going to measure that sometime, Nick.
Yeah, I got to get a good old-fashioned tape measure.
Here's the pitch. Fly ball right field. It's going to go straight at Rodriguez, and he makes it. It's routine. Again, good contact, and there's 2 dead.
Yeah, it's a good swing by Mr. Grimm there on that one.
Well, the Oilers are noted for not doing anything until there's 2 outs and nobody on, so we got them right where we want them now.
Well, if we're going to start something with 2 outs, this is the guy that's going to do it, right? Nick Costello. He's swinging the bat out of his shoes.
Costello bats from the left side, and the first pitch to him is a nice breaking pitch. I think it was a curve, and it's in there for a strike. Costello batting .377, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs. And it looks like Barraza's got a good breaking pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Goes right through that one. And it's 0-2.
Yeah, you know, you play with fire a little bit when you start off with a breaking ball, but that's the trade-off, right? Is you get slow pitch and then you can burn them with a mid-speed fastball.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Line drive base hit to right field. The right fielder not going to make a throw to first. He was playing shallow. But Costello gets the Oilers percolating here with 2 dead, and now a runner on first.
As if on cue, right?
Well, we'll see what happens as Ben Griffin comes to the plate. 2 out, 1 man on.
Coach McCann's been pretty aggressive on the bases. Last time we saw him here at home, so we'll see what he does this time.
I don't know about Harding, what the record of getting stolen bases off of him, but we'll see what happens. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. It's low for ball 1.
Well, if he's an off-speed guy, you'd think they might want to at least test the waters, right?
Right-handed hitting, Ben Griffin. .247 hitter with 1 homer and 10 RBIs. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And ground ball deep short. He's going to try for second base. Got him. A very nifty play. A 6'4" putout. Nice job by Wright and Nikolak on both ends there on that play, Nick.
Yeah, that was pretty fancy. Nice glove work and a nice spin and a throw.
All right, that's going to retire the Oilers here at the end with no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. At the end of 1 complete, there's no score between the Oilers and the Pilots. This is Oilers baseball on ESPN and RadioKenai.com.
If you're in the market,
So I got a question for you, Bob.
Yes.
If last out is a fielder's choice at second, does that mean there's 1 man left on base or none?
1 man left on base. That's correct. And Griffin gets credit for a fielder's choice. All right.
The key Whistle Dock, Kiss, and Sterling areas and are licensed, bonded, and insured. Call Earthscapes LLC for your excavation and landscaping needs. For your free quote, call 907-398-7624 for high-quality service at an affordable rate. Earthscapes LLC.
The fish are running, and you definitely want to get out on the river and enjoy all your Alaskan adventures. Don't let dental problems sideline your fun this summer. Now is the time to get your teeth checked, cleaned, and repaired. Dr. James Julian and his team are ready to help get your dental health in top shape, offering comprehensive services and a relaxed, family-friendly atmosphere. Contact them at 907-283-4857 to schedule your visit today. It's summer. Welcome it with a smile.
Bob Bird and Nick Sorrell with Caleb back at the studio as we go into the second inning. There's no score. The Pilots have 2 hits. The Oilers 1. And the Pilots will bring batters 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. Lamb, Stinson, and Nikoluk.
Lamb is looks like he's a switch hitter, according to the stat sheet here. 190-pound freshman, 6 foot no inches, out of the University of Southern California. Division I guy.
Playing first base, 298, with 1 home run and 10 RBIs, facing the redwood tree, all right, of Ty Correa. Righty on lefty matchup. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fastball is low, ball 1. Nobody out? Nobody out. We're in the second inning. There's no score. Here's the windup by Correa. Way outside, and it's 2-0. Outfield, well, the center field is shading to left field. The left fielder is shallow. Got burned once in the last inning. So center field is shallow. Here's the ball 2 pitch. And that catches the inside corner at the knee. I thought it was a little bit low, but I won't complain. It's 2-1. Correa faces the batter square up when he goes to his windup. And then, of course, turns to the side. Here's the pitch. Jeff just misses, and it's 3-1. That was low and away.
And the windup kind of slowly going the way of the Buffalo these years, isn't it?
Yeah, we could spend a lot of time around a campfire talking about the advantage and disadvantage of the windup. And here's the 3-1 pitch. He walks him.
He wanted that.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it looked like he wanted that fastball. I think Griffin called for something, probably off speed, trying to get a strike on the outside. And Correa shook him off and then fired a fastball.
All right, so that's dangerous to walk the opener of an inning. And it's going to bring up Jacob Stinson, the designated hitter. He's only batting .315 with a home run and 13 RBIs. That's tongue-in-cheek, saying only. All right. Another lefty on righty matchup. Here's the pitch. And Correa just gets that one. I tell you, Griffin is pulling that glove in a little bit, and he's still getting the strikes called.
Hey, that's the power of a great catcher. Good frame job, right?
All right, and here's the windup and the stretch, I should say, with a runner on first base, nobody out. And the pitch. Fly ball to foul territory to the left side, and it's going to go right into somebody's beer cup in the beer garden, pretty much. Okay.
I think so. No real reaction there, but that foul ball this inning brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They can customize everything, T-shirts, clothing, crops, tanks, more. Visit Walden Bros, that's BROS.store, or call them today, 394-5510. That's 907-394-5510.
Bob Bird doing the play-by-play from the grandstands to cut down on the glare that we suffer from in our plexiglass booth. Here's the pitch. It's outside and high, and it's 1-2. Runner at first base and nobody out. The Oilers had quite a jam in the first inning. Runners on first and third with one out and got a 5-4-3 around the horn double play. Here's the stretch and the pitch, and Correa is not getting his spots. That's a 2-2 count now. That was low and away, and I think he's gotten a few go his way that, from where I'm sitting, and it's not very good, they didn't look like strikes.
No, and that's not a game you want to play where if you're missing your spots, they stop giving you those close calls.
Ball 2, strike 2. Here's the pitch. Ground tap. It's going to go to the second baseman. He's going to tag. No! He's going to toss it to the shortstop. That was interesting because Lamb pulled up short, and I thought he was going to tag him, and he could have still gotten the double play. I don't think Groupie played that right.
No, I think he probably should have what he should have done is charged at him and forced him to exit the base path and then thrown it on to first.
So it's a fielder's choice for Stinson and a missed double play opportunity, maybe. And here's the pitch to the next batter. Ground ball, could be 2. And McElpatrick boots it. He's going to try for first. He gets him.
Wow.
Oh, we had a double play ball. It went right up into McElpatrick's chest. He grabbed it and made the peg across and just nipped Nikoluk at first base.
Yeah, that was it was pretty impressive that he was able to corral that and throw it back and at least get the out. So he avoids getting charged with an error on that one.
He does indeed, but it gets the base runner to second base, and Joey Wright is the batter now for the Pilots, number 8 hitter, and again looks like a foul ball right at the I don't know, where did that hit? The plate?
Looks like it bounced right back, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Joey Wright's the batter. He's the shortstop, batting .240. 1 home run, 7 RBIs. I wonder if McElpatrick took his eye off the ball.
Thinking about 2 before he had 1.
Yeah. Righty on righty matchup with Joey Wright. The pitch. And that misses. It looks like a slider. And the count goes to 1-1.
Outfield creeping in here. I think they probably got a .240 hitter on their hands. They say, play in.
He's also got a home run. But no, the outfield is shallow. Here's the pitch. And the ground, it's a line drive into right field. And they're going to hold him at third. And they're going to try and pick him off at third on the cutoff with, looks like Forche had the chance at it. So here's Joey Wright, delivers a fine seeing eye, soft line drive to right field. And again, the Pilots have runners on first and third, but 2 outs this time.
Yeah, I tell you what, you know you're in a good spot as a team when the low man on your batting average is still picking up .240 and dropping singles like that.
Going to bring up Will Carpenter. He's batting 9th, but not because of his average, okay? They like to have a stinger at the end, and that's good strategy. He's playing third base, batting .286. No home runs, but a whopping 20 RBIs. Here's the pitch, and it's low for ball 1. They've certainly got the table set for a big RBI guy in the 9 spot.
Yeah, well, 2 back-to-back innings now with runners on the corners.
Ball 1 is the count. 2 dead, 2 on. Here's the stretch and the pitch. How did that miss? Looked like belt high, probably inside. And it's 2-0. Correa living on the edge here in these first 2 innings. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. Fouled up and over, and it's 2-1. So we'll talk about the chance of 2 double plays this inning, and the Oilers muffed them. One wasn't really erroneous. It was a judgment call by Groupie. And the other one, McElpatrick, we're only guessing, but he had a routine grounder and blocked the pitch, blocked the ground ball, and got the man at first base just in the nick of time. That pitch is low and away, and it's 3-1. This could be a real hurt here.
Let's see if he comes in with the heat.
Hitters count. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Curveball. That gets it. And it's a full boat. On deck is Elijah Rodriguez, the leadoff hitter. Will Carpenter, a stealth number 9 hitter. Ball 3, strike 2. Runner on first will be going. Here's the pitch. He does not get the call as both pitcher and catcher were walking towards the dugout. And, well, that won't be forgotten. And now the bases are juiced with 2 outs.
Yeah, that looked like a strike all the way, but that's what I was talking about earlier. When you're missing your spots, they tend to not give you those calls. But that wasn't a close miss. That was a...
Bases loaded, and the pitch to Elijah Rodriguez, and that gives a fat strike at the letters. 0-1.
Yeah, Rodriguez, 22 RBIs. It's probably where he picks them all up, right? Bases juiced.
Here's the windup and the pitch by Correa. Another curveball, and he gets the strike called on the outside, and it's 0-2. You're not probably going to groove a fastball here. He's already been paid with an 0-2 count once before. He's been stung. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Holy cow. And Correa wiggles and weasels his way out of another jam here, Nick.
Yeah, that was fantastic work. Just way to get in there. And I think that was a curveball on that one.
All right, in the inning, no runs. There was 1 hit, 2 walks. There was a strikeout and 3 men left on base. At the end of 1.5, there's no score between the Pilots and the Oilers. This is Oilers baseball on ESPN.
Do you believe our
Nick,
local
can you keep her running on the innings and left on base?
Yep, that's what I'm doing up here.
Thank you.
Nurse practitioner. She is ready to serve her local community and has immediate availability and is welcoming
Hey
new
guys,
residents.
I'm doing play-by-play here. It may bother you. I don't know. Just want you to know. Okay. Good to see you.
907-318-4569 to book with her today.
Don't forget to call the score out every now and then.
Yeah.
From Seward to Homer, Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving is for your job. If your project needs summer, call Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving at 907-420-4729. Todd has over 20 years of construction
It's only
experience.
his first strikeout of the game. Surprising.
Level possible. Whether you need a driveway, a parking pad, a sidewalk, or a parking lot paved, or just need repairs to your current asphalt, Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving can do it. Call 907-420-4729 or find them on Facebook. Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving.
Bob Bird with Caleb back at the studio with Nick Sorrell in the booth and me in the grandstands trying to cut down the problems we have with glare. Just want our listeners to know that. And the Oilers will bring batters, 5, 6, and 7. Helfrich, Forshey, and Thomas to the plate. And we'll talk about that jam that Correa pitched his way out of, and there is a foul ball.
Foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They customize a lot of stuff, but they customize clothing, T-shirts, crops, tanks, and more mostly. Visit them at waldenbrothers.store. Call them at 907-394-5510.
Showing bunt, it bounces, and he'll get a ball called on that one, and it's 1-1. Helfrich batting .333. He had a very good road trip. No home runs, 7 RBIs. Playing right field today. Righty on righty matchup. And here's the windup and the pitch. High. And it goes to 2-1.
Helfrich has a college teammate playing on the other side of the ball. I believe that's Joey Wright, also from UC Davis.
Wright's the shortstop. I'm sure they're on speaking terms. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch on the outside corner. And it's 2-2. The outfield standard depth and standard positioning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's a ground ball foul down the third base side. Not by much. At third base, Carpenter, Wright, Nikolic, and Lamb. The infield third to first for the Pilots. Berkeley, Jackson, and Rodriguez. The outfield, left, center, and right. A battery of Barraza and Harding. Here's the pitch by Barraza. Curveball. I don't know how that missed. Again, we're not looking at either a TV monitor and we don't have the correct angle. So there's a full count pitch to Helfrich, and it's a fly ball left field. This ball is going to be
off the wall.
Fair ball. It's right up against the wall. That baby was right on the line. I had to look at the umpire. As you know, Nick, we have trouble picking up the foul line down there, and I think that baby landed right where the foul pole meets the turf.
No, it hit off the wall.
Hit
just
off the
inside
wall.
The foul pole.
Okay, what did you see it hit?
Yeah.
How many feet fair?
About 3. Well, it was about 6 inches inside the foul pole, but it was about 3 feet low from being a home run.
So Leighton Helfrich gets some sparks for the Oilers here with a leadoff double in the second inning, and it's going to bring Theo Forsey to the plate. And this guy's pretty hot. Batting from the left-hand side. Here's the first pitch. He shows bunt, and it's foul down the third base side. Does not go very far. Forsey bats .327, and he had a great road trip. He's playing first base tonight, and he's got 13 RBIs.
Yeah, last time he played the Pilots, he went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs.
Strike one the count. So the idea is to bunt. Let's see if he does it again. The third baseman, Carpenter, expecting it, is right up on the grass. Here's the pitch, and it's high. And it goes to 1-1.
Oilers play a lot of small ball.
Well, I haven't seen much of it this year or even on the road trip. But they're trying it here. They, at least on the first pitch. It's a ball, 2 strike, 1 count. He shows bunt. It's a fair ball. And there's going to be the catcher. The second baseman covering as the pitcher had to field it and make an underhanded toss. The bunt was effective. It was a tricky one because that was a push bunt, and it brought in almost all 3 of the players, in which case the first base gets abandoned. Very good bunt.
Yeah, really great bunt. Right straight into that no man's land.
Oh, and it's going to bring up Ty Thomas with a runner on third, 1 dead. And here's the first pitch to the right-hander, and he'll foul that one. And it's strike 1. So a sacrifice bunt. And I guess that's a 1-4 putout. Ty Thomas batting .125 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. The pitch to him, it's a ground ball. It's going to score a run. Comes to the second baseman, and it's a 4-3 putout. And Ty Thomas gets that RBI.
Great piece of hitting. That's what you want to do. Get the ball on the right-hand side of the infield. Got a runner on third. Less than 2 outs. Just bring him right in.
Brings him right in. I'm surprised that it's early in the game, so they did not bring in the infield. And that was, a 2-bounder, I think, to the second baseman. Josiah Chavez, the DH, coming to the plate with 8 RBIs and batting $1.96. He takes outside for ball 1. Left-handed slugger. And the Oilers now lead 1-0. Here's the pitch to Chavez, and he fouls that up and over, and it's 1-1. The Oilers now have 1 run on 2 hits. The Pilots, no runs on 3 hits. Here's the pitch to Chavez. That's low and away.
Last game, the Oilers played against the Pilots when they won 11-7. Everybody was getting hits. Josiah had himself a double, went 1 for 4.
Ball 2, strike 1. Here's the pitch, and fouls that down the first base side. Boy, that was a nightmare ending, though. The Oilers were up 11-4, and dropping pop-ups and little tosses to first for the final out. They let the Pilots squinch out 3 more unearned runs. There's the slow motion to the second baseman and grab it in the grass. Boy, that was a marshmallow. I hope they pitch one like that to me. All right? And it's a 4-3 putout as Nikolak does the job twice in a row. In the inning, 1 run on 1 hit. There was a double, a sacrifice bunt, and there was nobody left on base. At the end of 2 complete, the Oilers lead the Pilots here 1-0. This is Oilers Baseball on ESPN and 1140.
Kasilov and craving convenience. Look at TJ Sigs. Fuel up with quality gas. Stock up groceries from 6 a.m. to midnight and grab your favorite drinks from the liquor store from 8 a.m. to midnight. Oh, as we mentioned, they've got fishing
Nick, what do you think
licenses,
you want to
too.
do when you come up in the third?
Relaxing. TJ
You know, I feel like I'm seeing it pretty well because I'm standing up and I'm looking down on it.
All
I might
right.
just keep going up here.
TJ Sigs today and experience top-notch service and a one-stop shop for all your needs this summer.
So, have you heard?
Heard what?
About the new flooring store on K-Beach? They're called Floors Unlimited.
No, but I do need new flooring in my home.
Yeah, I went in there yesterday, and they helped me so much and were so resourceful with any question that I had. And I even found out they even serve the entire Kenai Peninsula, even as far as Seward and Homer.
Oh, wow.
You'll love their easy-to-shop showroom with carpet and hard surfaces, commercial and residential. Plus, they even offer service with a smile. It's Floors Unlimited, open Monday through Saturday, located on K-Beach, just past KSRM, 907-420-7688.
And we're moving into the third inning with the Oilers with 1 run, 2 hits, and I'm not sure how many left on base for the Oilers.
The Oilers have 1 man left on base.
Okay, let's run down for the Pilots for us, would you?
Pilots have no runs on 2 hits, and they have left 4 men on base.
And we have yet to see a clean inning from Correa, but we can see why he's got that low ERA. He puts men on base and then, man, knows how to punch his way out. And the batter for the Pilots is going to be batter 2, 3, and 4. Here's Garrison Berkeley. First pitch to him is a strike. And they got new respect for him as he doubled in the first inning. Grimm is not playing him any differently in left field right now. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Berkeley playing left field for the Glacier Pilots, who are wearing camo tops today. That pitch is low and away, and it's 1-2. Oilers have Thomas, McElpatrick, Groupie, and Forche, the infield, third to first. And Grimm, Costello, and Helfrich, the outfield, left, center, and right. Here's the pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call on that one. A battery of Correa and Griffin, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, that kind of juice on that fastball, you can almost put that one right down the middle after those off speeds.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch. Got him to wag on a slider. I'm pretty sure that's what that was. And another strikeout, number 2 for Correa. Strikeout number 2, correct me if I'm wrong, and we'll go with the number 3 hitter, Blake Jackson. He's singled. And in both cases, with runners on second base, the Pilots delivering singles had the third base coach hold their runners up at third. Here's a foul ball down the third base side, strike 1. And I think that was the right call for their coach to do that, because the balls were hit to the shallow part of right field, and I think they would have gunned him out.
I think you're right.
Pitch is high, and it's 1-1. Just an absolute gorgeous day here, and we deserve them. Thank you, Lord. All right, here's the windup and the pitch. Off speed, and it's fouled back.
A foul ball brought to you by Walden Brothers. They can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing, T-shirts, crops, tanks, and more. Visit WaldenBros.store or call them today. 907-394-5510.
Blake Jackson, the center fielder. And he is punched out on a called strike on the outside corner. And now Correa is getting a little bit of momentum. He's got 3 strikeouts in a row.
Starting to find a groove. Locating that off speed really well this inning.
Here is Troy Harding. He hit into a round-the-horn double play, 5-4-3, to get the Oilers out of the first inning jam. First pitch to him, a line drive just outside the grasp of McElpatrick, and that's a single there for Mr. Harding. That makes up for his double dip in the first inning, no doubt about it. 2-out single gets him to first base.
Yeah, and Harding for the Pilots there. It's a story I like to see. He's got a Louisiana community college, right? I like to see these guys come to these community colleges and show how they can play.
Well, the community colleges, at least in California, have a tremendous reputation. They are considered definitely a nursery for ball players. Here's the first pitch. Boy, I don't know. He got a punch out on a pitch that looked to be exactly at that spot last time, and now it's misses for ball one. Andrew Lamb walked, was forced out on a fielder's choice. Here's the next pitch, and it's outside for ball two. On first base is Troy Harding. There's two dead. Lamb, a .298 hitter with 1 home run and 10 RBIs. We got a breeze coming in from right field. It's a warm breeze, but it is moderate. I would say it's up there about 8 to 10 miles an hour. Here's the pitch, and that's low. 3-0. Boy, I was hoping we could get, a few gray hairs spared this inning. Correa's not gonna do that for us.
Flair for the drama.
Ball 3, no strikes. Long set and the pitch to Lamb, and he walks him in 4. Let's see how many. That's 1, 2. That's the second walk. Third walk.
3. Yep. Yeah, which means that he has almost matched his season walk total.
Number 21.
He had 4 coming into this game.
Man, Jacob Stinson, the batter, hit into a fielder's choice, but worked his way around to third. In the second inning, Stinson bats from the left-hand side. Another jam for Correa. Here's the pitch. And it's low for ball 1. Struck out the first 2 batters, yielded a single, now a walk. And it's ball 1 now to Stinson. There's the windup and the pitch. That misses outside. Ball 2, no strikes.
Stinson, another California guy, freshman out of USC.
Correa playing with fire. 2 on, 2 outs. We're in the third inning. The Oilers lead 1-0. Here's the pitch. It's a fly ball center field. It's dropping fast, but Costello is there. Running to his right. Grabs it with one hand, and once again, Correa wiggles out of hot water on a F8 to center field. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 men left. We will go to the Oiler third. The score is the Oilers 1, the Pilots nothing. This is the Alaska Baseball League on the ESPN Radio Network.
Are you craving a fiesta that's tastier than a pinata full of tacos? Senior Poncho, 5-leaf canteen and dive into a flavor fiesta that'll make your taste buds dance.
I'm going to get you a pitch count on Correa when we come back.
That's
okay?
a great idea.
It's never too early for a margarita. But hey, they're not just about the drinks. Senior Ponchos is the ultimate sports headquarters. Catch all the action while devouring their famous home run margarita. Proud supporter of Oilers baseball, located on the Sterling Highway in Soldotna. Senior Ponchos Mexican restaurant, where every bite is a home run and every meal is a
you do the read.
Denali Family Dentistry welcomes Dr. Caitlin Steinbeck, the newest member of their team. Born and raised right here in Kenai, she brings her passion for dentistry and care to the Kenai Peninsula. With a dental surgery degree from the esteemed University of Washington, she's ready to make a positive impact on your smile. Tailoring treatment plans to ensure you receive the personalized care you deserve, from routine checkups and preventative care to restorative and cosmetic procedures. She'll help you achieve a healthy and beautiful smile. Experience the difference. 907-283-0503. Denali Family Dentistry, where your smile is their top priority.
My bird and Nick Sorrell here as we go into the Oiler third. The Oilers 1 run on 2 hits. And the Pilots, no runs on 3, maybe 4 hits. I don't have the scoreboard in front of me, Nick, but you give us that pitch count. Well, who's it brought to us by?
Yeah, the pitch count brought to you by Everybody Rides Again. Looking for a used vehicle? No credit. Bad credit? No problem. Your job plus a small down payment is all you need. Located on the Big Corner, K Beach, and Poppy Lane. Call 907-260-3053. Everybody Rides Again. And that pitch count for Correa is at 46 pitches. And the Pilots are at 3 hits currently.
All right, so the Oilers, 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left, and the Pilots, no runs, 3 hits, and 6 left already. And batters 9, 1, and 2 come to the plate. Groupie hits a little weak one. It's a number to the second baseman. He's going to have to scoop it beautifully with his gloved hand and makes the underhanded toss. That's a smart play there by the second baseman, Nicola. He's looking good to me for the Pilots.
Yeah, clean fielding right there. That's
From Northwestern.
that was pretty fancy glove work. I got to make a correction. They have 4 hits. The Pilots have 4 hits.
Well, I can read the scoreboard, our scoreboard, which keeps track of left on base right through the windows here. Again, I'm going to remind the listeners, I'm doing the game from the grandstand where we can cut down the glare. 4-3 put out, and that's going to bring up Owen McElpatrick, who lined out to the shortstop in the first inning. And the first pitch to him is low and away for ball 1. McElpatrick batting .259 with 1 home run and 12 RBIs. That's from the right-hand side. Here's the windup and the pitch. Curveball does not get down far enough, and it's 2-0. McElpatrick playing shortstop, and Elko seemed to have that job, but McElpatrick has done the job as well. Those Oilers are very, very good in their defensive infield. And there is a pitch that's high and away, and it's 3-0. He should be taking here. Let's see what Barranza serves up. And it's right down the middle. 3-1. Righty on righty matchup. Center fielder looks pretty shallow. Left field a bit deeper. And right field also playing shallow. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And it's popped up on a play to the right-hand side.
Walden Brothers, they brought you that foul ball. They customize clothing. They do T-shirts, crops, tanks, pretty much everything. Call them today, 907-394-5510.
Nick, if you could turn the volume up on the crowd mic, I think we're good to go with that one. Ball 3, strike 2 to McElpatrick. Here's 1 out, and the pitch is low. He'll get a walk out of that one. And McElpatrick will give the Oilers a base runner with 1 out.
Yeah, speaking of the crowd noise, it's a little louder today. The stands weren't super full when the game got started, but folks have been trickling in. The grandstand's filling up. Beer garden filling up for sure.
One of the problems of having a 6 o'clock start, it's dinner time for a lot of folks. And it's going to bring Ben Grimm to the plate. The right fielder, line drive down the right side. It is a fair ball. It's going to get McElpatrick to third. They're going to gun for him, and he goes in standing up. And I would have signaled him to eat dirt because that ball was a BB thrown by the right fielder, Rodriguez. But a fine single for Ben Grimm, and we have runners on first and third with 1 dead.
Yeah, fine piece of hitting. Surprised to see he didn't advance to second on that throw. I thought he probably could have made that, but.
Well, especially after the ball bounced and the third baseman did not quite handle it.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got action going here with runners on first and third, only 1 out. And it's going to bring the Oilers' lead hitter, Nick Costello, to the plate. He's already singled, and he's batting .377 with 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. They've set. There's a throw to first, as you would expect with runners on the corner. On third base is McElpatrick. Ben Grimm at first. Costello at the plate, yet to see a pitch. Here it comes. And it's going to be high, and it's ball 1. He's getting signals now from the third base coach. I believe that's Kevin Clancy.
Correct.
Righty on lefty matchup. Come on, Nick. Let's pad that lead. The Oilers lead 1-0. We're in the bottom of the third. Here's the set and the pitch. And that's the strike at the knees. That looked like a delicious pitch. But it was low, and it was table set maybe for, a 6-4-3 double play. So sometimes it's good to eat a pitch. Ball 1, strike 1. And a throw to first again, and Grimm is back there in time.
Yeah, as a pitcher, that's what you want to try and get. You want to get a breaking pitch on the outside part of the plate to induce a ground ball into a double play territory.
1-1 the count with runners on the corner, 1 dead. Oilers threatening here. The pitch, swing, and a foul ball down the first base side. And it's going to be 1-2. Forse playing center field just about every single game for the Oilers. Everything else has been a mix. Ball 1, strike 2, and Barraza in hot water, and he knows it. Runners on first and third. The pitch, it's popped up left side. There might be a play. The right fielder's racing over. He will not get to it. He pulled up as the warning track on the foul territory in front of the beer garden and the bullpen and decided to let it drop. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's a very catchable ball, but it's a tricky play, right? I mean, especially at this level, guys still learning a lot about the game, and it's tough to read that ball right as you're running up to the fence.
Berkeley will take his place back at left field, and new life for Costello. It's 1-2 the count. Runners on the corners, one dead. A throw to first. They're very much worried about Grimm. That's the third toss over.
Grimm not getting much of a lead.
I don't see a hit and run here, not with this count. The stretch and the 1-2 pitch. Slow motion. My goodness, that was practically an Ephus pitch. There was nothing deceptive about that changeup there at all, Nick.
No, I'm almost wondering if that's like a knuckle curve that he's throwing there, because it is glacially slow.
Ball 2, strike 2. Like I said, I want to crack at one of those. Here's the 2-2. He comes in. Yeah, I'll tell you what he did. You set somebody up with a marshmallow like that, and then you come inside with heat, and you've just retired a superb hitter.
Yeah, that was strategically speaking, phenomenal pitching right there. I mean, you couldn't get a better setup with that way off speed and then bringing the heat back inside.
All right, you know what it means to pick up the team, right? So Griffin's got to do it. Ben Griffin with 2 outs now, and runners on first and third. He is due for some fireworks. Here's the pitch. It's inside. Ooh, he's smiling. I don't think it hit him.
No.
Might have been tempting to think that it caught his jersey, but it's ball 1.
I think they call that the brushback.
Ball 1. Again, we might see Griffin take off in this at bat, and now it's 1-1.
Oh, it must have just caught the corner.
I would like to see a bunt here. Thank you very much. Of course, he's pulling up now. The third baseman is. 2 outs, you wouldn't expect a bunt. It's a 1-1 count, though. Throw to first. He's got a truckload of dirt in his pants right now. Griffin does. Ball 1, strike 1 to Griffin. Runners on first and third. We don't want to miss this opportunity. Checks his swing, and it's blown away. 2-1. Ball 2, strike 1. Griffin, righty on righty matchup. At third base is McElpatrick. At first is Ben Grimmers. The pitch, it's high, and a 3-1 count. I would send Griffin with this. You got a hitter's count. He's got to come in with a pitch. If it's ball 4, nothing's harmed. Let's see what happens. Here's the stretch. The runner's not going. Line drive to the shortstop on one hop. He's got the man at second base on a 6-4 putout, and that's a pretty good combination in Wright and Nicolak that the Pilots have here tonight. In the inning, no runs, 1 hit, a walk. There were 2 men left. At the end of 3 complete, the Oilers lead the Pilots 1-0. This is Oilers Baseball on KSLD 1140 and RadioKenai.com.
Are you one of those people who don't like to wait and have a zillion things on your to-do list and no time for the DMV? No problem. Your titles, registration solution, conveniently located up front. Everybody rides again. They'll have you in and out in as fast as 10 minutes with next to no wait time. AK Express, your on-the-go title, tag, and registration solution. 907-260-9501.
When I have issues with my sewer or drain, I call Sean Parnell with Roto-Rooter. He will come out to your house and address the situation anytime, including weekends.
Run down
and
the
holidays.
score and left on base, but I'll introduce you, Nick.
Sean Parnell with Roto-Rooter today. He is reliable, professional, and he knows what he is doing. This summer, support local for all your sewer, drain, and grease trap needs. Roto-Rooter even has a camera to check your sewer lines. Get a hold of Sean Parnell today at 907-262-5605.
Roto-Rooter.
It's been 5 weeks since I've met Nick Sorrell, and he's done a great job, not only here at the Oilers Park, but also at the studio where he's learning the ropes of a news editor. And here he is with the middle inning play-by-play, Nick Sorrell.
Well, thank you, Bob. Ty Correa back on the bump at the top of the 4th inning. The Oilers are leading the visiting Glacier Pilots 1-0. So through 3 innings, the Oilers have driven 1 across the plate. They have brought 1 run in on 3 hits and no errors. The Pilots have 4 hits, no runs, and no errors. Now the Pilots have left 6 men on base, and the Oilers have left 3. They left a couple on base the last inning, but for this inning, and the score, is 1-0. So leading it off here for the Pilots is going to be Nikoluk, who looks at a fastball inside. Count is 1-0.
Nikoluk grounded to short. And let's see what Correa can do in the 4th.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses down and outside. Going to give Nikoluk a hitter's count.
Been impressed with this guy's work at second base.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good. Both their middle infielders have looked really solid. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's lifted into right field. Charging in is Helfrich, and he's going to glove it for the first out of the inning.
Well, I thought that was going to drop, and he winds up catching it over his head.
Yeah. The playing a little bit in comes to pay off here. Something the Oilers could have used a little more of the last time they were on the homestand. They had a lot of balls dropping or just going right over their heads based on their fielding stance. Joey Wright steps in, looks at a ball off the plate. Joey Wright hit a single his last time up. Batting .240 coming into the game. Here's Correa's 1-0 pitch. It's lined into left field, right into the gap actually. Running to his left is Grimm. He misplays it and does not get it back in time, and that's going to allow Lamb to Wright to get up back on second base. That's where he ended up last time. So I don't know, Bob. I'd probably score that as a E7, but
I go a hit and an error with you.
Yep. So that's going to be a single for Joey Wright. So he's got 2 singles so far today. And the Pilots have a man on second for Will Carpenter, third baseman coming up. He took a walk last time. Now he's coming up with 1 out and a man in scoring position.
I think Grimm at first base looks better than left field.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the decision process was going in there. The 0-0 pitch to Carpenter is inside for a ball, so the count is 1-0 on Carpenter.
He knew he was going to have to make a hard peg to second, and I think that's probably what caused him to fumble it.
1-0 pitch misses outside. Carpenter now in a 2-0 hitter's count. Score is 1-0 Oilers in the top of the 4th inning. The Pilots have 1 out and a man on second base. Will Carpenter in the box with a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Lifts it into left field. Grimm running back to his right, makes the catch, and that's going to hold the runner. So 2 quick outs despite working around a 1-out single. And
Grimm,
Wright advancing to second on an error.
Grimm moved smartly to his right. That ball was coming down fast, and he had no time to waste. So we got 2 dead and a runner on second.
Stepping into the box, left-hander Elijah Rodriguez. Here's the first pitch to him. Inside, a little bit of a check swing. Didn't quite move too much, but that's going to be ball 1. Wright has grounded out to the shortstop and struck out swinging. Correa gets a look. 1-0 pitch. Misses just a bit high.
Well, Correa, knowing how to get himself into trouble and right out of it, this is his 4th straight inning with that.
Yeah, he's had runners in scoring position every inning. And on the other side of that, the Pilots have had traffic every inning. So there's a swing and a miss on a 2-0 pitch. Count is now 2-1.
That was a half swing. I don't know what caused. I think he was trying to hold up because the pitch was a bit high.
Yeah, that's the advantage of a fastball like what Correa's got. Keep him guessing. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Misses high. 3-1. Tell you what, Ty has gotten himself in quite a few hitters counts today. Takes a look in from the stretch. Long look in. Gets a sign he likes. Comes set. And he steps off the rubber. So, Wright will take a couple steps back over to second base. Sun shining down right over the top of the right field bleachers coming down on us today. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It is off the outside part of the plate for ball 4. So, here the Pilots go again. Man on base.
I think we have to basically say that this is a very small strike zone today. That's my considered opinion. How many walks has he given up now? 4?
4.
Yeah.
So has officially matched his season total for walks in the in 4 innings. Stepping in now for the Pilots, Garrison Berkeley looks at a called strike. So the count is quickly 0-1 on him. Berkeley doubled in his first at bat and to left field and struck out swinging last time he was up. Count is 0-1. Here's the pitch. Lifted to left field, but out of play for a foul ball. Oh, no, lined into left foul territory.
Yeah, who brought us that foul ball?
Walden Brothers. They are the foul ball guys. They specialize in clothing, T-shirts, crops, tanks, and more. Give them a call today. 907-394-5510. Score is 1-0 in the top of the 4th inning. Oilers leading the Glacier Pilots. The Pilots threatening with 2 men on base. There's a ball lifted, foul, and out of play.
Grounded to the left side.
Grounded to the left side. Tapped foul. There we go. So the count is now 0-2 on Garrison Berkeley.
On second base is Joey Wright. At first is Elijah Rodriguez. The Oilers are not holding anybody on.
2 outs. They're playing for the 3rd out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It is lined foul.
That one was smoking right down. That just missed the bag by about, a foot. So a very, very good at-bat here by Berkeley as he's hanging tough and pulling him down to the left side.
Defensively, the Oilers have Grimm, Costello, and Helfrich in the outfield left to right. Thomas, McElpatrick, Groupie, and Forshea on the infield 3rd to 1st. And Correa and Griffin. Swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging to end the inning. Correa did. So that's going to bring us to the end of the top half of the 4th inning. The Glacier Pilots leave 2 men on. The score is 1-0 Oilers. And we will be back here in 60 seconds for the bottom half of the 4th inning. And you're listening to Oilers Radio on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Looking for a place in Kenai that serves breakfast all day?
He doesn't care.
Now,
yeah, I want make sure you keep the running score there too, because I can glance back at it that way.
There's substitutes to make your meal anything but ordinary. The brunch bar is open Monday through Thursday until 7 p.m. and Friday to Saturday until 9 p.m.
Runs.
Entertainment for your enjoyment.
No, we got 1 run.
And look forward to serving you.
Okay.
Soldotna Professional Pharmacy, located on the corner of Binkley and Marydale, offering products like cough and cold, pain relievers, and first aid products. All great items to have at home and on the go. Be sure to take advantage of Soldotna Professional Pharmacy's MedSeek program to help organize your busy schedule. They also offer convenient delivery routes available from Cooper Landing all the way to Homer. Just call Soldotna Professional Pharmacy staff to have your medication delivered to your door monthly. Soldotna Professional Pharmacy.
Welcome back to Oilers Baseball. That is Glenn Miller playing us back in the mood, pioneering clarinet in jazz music. a standout choice made by Mr. Miller. And so you're joining us here. The Oilers are leading the Glacier Pilots in a close one. The score is 1-0 Oilers as we move into the bottom half of the fourth inning. You're going to see Leighton Helfrich, Theo Forshea, and Ty Thomas coming up, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. The Oilers, with 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error, they have stranded 3 men. The Pilots, with no runs on 4 hits and no errors, they have stranded 8 men. First pitch to Leighton Helfrich is a ball off the plate.
I know why Correa is pitching this way. He just wants to embarrass the Pilots with all those men left on base.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's a bunt, and it's right into perfect territory. Third baseman grabs it, throws. Ball is high and pulls the first baseman off the bag. So Leighton Helfrich doubling his first time up, bunting himself on the second time up, showing some diversity in the bat.
I don't think the third baseman was Thomas, not Thomas, but Carpenter. He was not fooled. He fielded that cleanly and made it very close at first, but it was a brilliant move by Helfrich.
Yeah, that was a fantastic bunt. So that'll be the 5th hit for the Oilers, and that's going to bring up Theo Forshea. Nope, not Theo Forshea. We got a pinch hitter here. Michael Rada coming in to bat for Theo. See if we can get some stats on Rada here in a second.
Rada bats from the right-hand side.
Swings and grounds, taps one foul. Foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers, the Foul Ball guys. They can customize clothing, T-shirts, crops, tanks, pretty much anything you got. Visit waldenbros.store.
I don't know what happened with the Forshea. Rada is a very good defensive first baseman.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. Oilers leading the Glacier Pilots 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. And scoreboard says 2-0, but it is 1-0. And have a runner on base in the form of Leighton Helfrich, who bunted himself on, and Michael Rada, the pinch-hitting right-handed hitter, looking at an 0-2 pitch, swings, grounds one to second. This could be trouble. Over to first second for the first out. The throw on to first is high, once again pulling Lamb off the bag. So Rada is safe at first, but the lead runner is out at second.
That's another 6-4 put out, and man, I'll tell you what, their second baseman certainly knows how to pivot. He made a difficult play very close.
Yeah, that was a very good play. I tell you what, the middle infielders for the Pilots are dangerous defensively. So stepping in now for the Oilers is Ty Thomas. He grounded out to bring in an RB, bring in a run in his last at bat. There's a swing. He lifts it, grounds it into right field for a base hit. Runner coming around to third. The throw is high over the head of the third baseman. Back up, runs into the outfield, in the foul territory, slips in the water, and pitcher has to come all the way across, or is that the first baseman, comes all the way across the field to gather that ball, but the run's going to come in.
Let's review that play. We had a ground ball to the between second and first into the right field, and Rada was going to go all the way to third, and the throw was high, Nick, and I did not see the third baseman, Carpenter, slip, and he was shaken. He still is.
Yeah, he's taking his time. So from where I can see here, there's a lot of water in front of the Pilots' dugout. It looks to me like there may have been a hose used to rinse out the dugout or something, but there's a substantial amount of water in the front of their dugout, and that's what Carpenter slipped in as he was running over there.
He's going to have to be charged with an error, and that's going to allow the unearned run to score, and that's going to be called E5.
So I'm actually rethinking this. Was that Carpenter or was that Bizarra? Because Carpenter was at third.
Oh,
the ball went over his head.
Point.
Bizarra was backing the play up.
That's going to be E1 then.
Yeah. So, well, the error, would that be on Carpenter or would that be on the right fielder, Rodriguez,
that's
for
your
the high
call.
throw?
I didn't see the high throw, so we'll call that F9.
Yeah, so I'd call that an E9 on Rodriguez for the high throw. And then Bizarre running to back up the play, gets there, but slips in that puddle, falls, and then first baseman Lamb comes all the way across the diamond to get the ball and get it back into the diamond. In the meantime, Ty Thomas gets himself a single and comes all the way around to third on that error.
All right, there's a delay on the field right now, and I think they're giving Carpenter a chance, or excuse me, the
Bizarra,
the pitcher.
Yep.
He's being a pitcher. They've got to give him a chance to recover. But
There's some,
but the Pilots are ticked here.
Yeah, they are very upset. Yeah, Bizarra actually getting a little wardrobe change there, getting a dry jersey on. But
And I don't know. You could squeegee that stuff, I think, off the warning track, and to the umpires could have held the game up if they wanted to try and get this corrected. And the Pilots are hot right now. It's 2-0 Oilers, and a single by Ty Thomas. He'll get himself an RBI, and Rada came all the way around to score.
So Ty Thomas collecting both runs batted in for the Oilers so far. Here's how I'm going to score that one, Bob. I got a single for Ty Thomas. I have him advancing to second on the throw and to third on an E9.
Sounds good to me. In the meantime, I thought they might give him a couple of warm-up tosses, and the batter is Josiah Chavez.
Looks at a ball. Josiah Chavez now grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. I think he got that knuckle curve is what I'm calling it. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Slow off-speed pitch, fouled up and over the left side. Make even the count at 1.
Oilers now lead 2-0 here, and we are in the bottom of 4.
Called strike 2. I already had one strike there, but I think the count is 1 and 2 here. So Josiah Chavez with 1 out and a man on third swings and lifts one foul into the left field bleachers.
That was an inside-out pitch, very, very difficult to hit, and he fought that one off. You got a 1-2 count for sure now.
Yep. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. So Chavez goes down swinging. Bizarra bouncing back nicely there for the Pilots after taking a spill over in foul territory. So that's going to be 2 outs now for the Oilers in the bottom of the 4th inning. They brought a run in on a very strange play where a single to right field turned into a run scored and the hitter on third base. But that's going to bring up Brett Grupe, grounded out to second his first time up. Dances back out of the way of a pitch inside for ball 1.
Oilers got a run in the second and now a run in the 4th.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Tapped right back to the pitcher under his glove. Grupe moving down to first base, but not nearly in time. Grounds out 4-3 for the third out. So the Oilers get 1 run on 2 hits, and they have left to 1 man on base, on third base there, and they lead the Glacier Pilots 2-0 after 4 innings. You're listening to Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140, 96.9, and RadioKenai.com.
Sweeney's Clothing in Soldotna is having one big awesome summer sale. Get over to Sweeney's Clothing in Soldotna to get your Carhartt. All Carhartt is 40% off. Women's ducktail apparel is also 40% off. All Levi jeans are 30% off. And Wrangler jeans 30% off, excluding FR. Get over to Sweeney's Clothing in Soldotna for one big awesome summer sale.
Get your tractor, trailer, and equipment inspected and serviced now at The Best Shop, located on K Beach Road. The Best Shop is a full repair shop and tire center for all tractor trailers and heavy equipment, and they stock parts so they can get your job done quickly to get you back on the job. Don't miss a day of work because you weren't ready. Call The Best Shop now to get your truck in for a DOT inspection and service. The Best Shop, 262-8785.
Welcome back to Oilers Baseball. I'm Nick Sorrell alongside Bob Bird. The Oilers, after 4, lead the Glacier Pilots 2-0. The Oilers getting 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. They have left 4 men on base. The Pilots they have no runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and they have left 8 men on base. Ty Correa pitching very, very effectively so far today. The run for the Oilers in the bottom of the 4th coming on unusual play, and we can probably get back and talk to that as the inning goes on. But for right now, the Pilots are going to have their 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Jackson, Harding, and Lamb up. Jackson looking at a strike called on the outside part of the plate. Correa working very quickly. There's the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Or 1 pitch, swing and a miss. And that's going to run the count to 0-2. Correa has had traffic behind him on the bases every inning so far. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike out. Throw the ball around the diamond. Celebrate that one. That was a nasty breaking ball. And that is going to be Correa's 5th strikeout of the game. So while he has been less accurate than usual, he's matched his season total in walks. He came into the game with 4 on the season, and he has 4 today through 3 innings. Stepping in now for the Pilots, Troy Harding looks at a breaking ball inside. Last time up, Harding singled, was stranded on second base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing lined into right field, tailing away from the right fielder Costello, who runs in, grabs it, and he's going to throw it back in. But Harding has himself another hit. That'll be 2 singles for Harding on the day. Came in batting .357. So he's having himself a good day, although he has not yet come in to score a run, as have none of his teammates. The Oilers, in particular Correa, doing a masterful job of stranding Pilots all over the bases, but as we've had with the previous innings, Correa getting traffic on the bases behind himself. This time it's with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Harding on first, and Andrew Lamb, the lefty, stepping in. Takes the ball just, and I say just, off the plate. Count is 1-0. Go around the diamond here after this pitch. Give you the defensive lineup again for the Oilers. Here's the 1-0 pitch, misses low. Ball 2, so he got Grimm, Costello, and Helfrich left to right in the outfield. Ty Thomas, Owen McElpatrick, Brett Grupe, and now Michael Rada at first base. And battery mates of Ty Correa and Ben Griffin, pitching and catching. Around the horn, brought to you by Genoir Towing. When you need a tow, call Genoir, 394-6068. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner and at the knees. An unhittable pitch. Count is now 2-1 on Andrew Lamb. So the Oilers leading the Glacier Pilots 2-0 in the top of the 5th inning. Pilots have 1 man on and 1 out, with the left-handed hitting number 5 hitter Andrew Lamb, who looks at ball 3, and the count is now 3-1. I have to look at my stat sheet here, but I think that is about 4 different times Correa has gotten himself into 3-ball and 1. Oh, nope. A little adjustment there by the umpire. He's saying it's 2-2. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. So Lamb goes down swinging. I'm a little confused. I was almost certain I saw him call 3 balls on that one, but I guess I must have missed something. Home plate umpire Charles Reddick tonight. But Correa collects himself another strikeout. That's going to make 6 for him tonight. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Harding's on first. How did he get there?
Singled solidly into right center. Good piece of hitting. So coming up now for the Pilots is Jacob Stinson, the DH. He has grounded into a fielder's choice and flied out to end the 3rd inning, top of the 3rd inning, to center field. He looks at a ball. Correa pitching from the stretch now. Lines and deals outside for ball 2.
No clue as to why Forche was removed from first base. I made a few inquiries, and there was nothing doing.
Correa likes the pitch count, or pitch call, throws, misses, another 3-ball count.
Well, he's had a lot of trouble. I don't know if this is the toughest strike zone, but it's consistent. It's very tight.
AAA style strike zone, as they like to say. 3-0 pitch now, right down the pipe for called strike one.
I hadn't heard that one. AAA strike zone.
Yeah, the umpires in AAA are they want to get called up to the big leagues too, and so they call real tight strike zones. Here's the 3-1 pitch, low for ball 4.
Again, the Pilots put a runner in scoring position. 5 straight innings.
That's the kind of game you walk away from if you end up losing. That coach just stands there with his hands on his hips, staring at everybody, shaking his head. Going to have a little mound visit here.
Yeah, I should think so.
That mound visit is brought to you by Central Peninsula Hospital. They believe in providing better access to local primary care and specialty services. It is central to their mission. Visit cpgh.org.
Well, this is an all-infield huddle right now. And with runners on first and second, the Pilots are bringing Nikolek up. And he's nobody's fool. He's playing superb defense at second base and a .271 hitter.
So that is the 6th hit now for the Pilots. Or after that walk was not, that was a walk, but the single by Harding was the 6th hit of the game. So Pilots with no runs on 6 hits and 1 error. The Oilers with 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error, and they lead the Pilots 2-0 after 4 innings. Here's the pitch. There's a run. Runner goes. Both runners go, and they are safe on no throws. So the Pilots are going to have both runners in scoring position with 1 out, or 2 outs.
Griffin was ready to gun him down, but I don't know if there was anybody on the bag.
Nikoluk, the batter, the righty for the Miners. He's grounded out to short and flied out to center. Pitch is low for ball 2. The pitch on the double steal was a ball as well. So Nikoluk looking to draw the Pilots even with 1 swing of the bat here. Correa trying to have something to do with that. Off-speed pitch drops in there for a called strike. Count is now 2-1. 2 outs for the Pilots in the top of the 5th inning. Runners on second and third in the form of Stinson and Harding. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It is tapped back toward the screen. That foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They can customize just about anything, but they do specialize in clothing. Visit waldenbrothers.store, that's BROS.store, or call them today at 907-394-5510. Count is 2-2 with 2 outs to Andrew Nikoluk. Ty Correa winds and deals. Swing, tap, foul down the third base line. That'll be 2 strikes now on, remains 2-2. So, Bob, my high school boys, when I coach, they call this deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and every time it shows up like that, they'll stand there in the dugout and just scream deuces over and over really loud.
I'll call it 2 pair.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Drops in for a called 3, called third strike. A nasty breaking ball to end the inning. That is going to be Correa's 7th strikeout, and he gets out of the inning, giving up 1 hit, stranding 2 men on second and third. No runs are scored. There are no errors, and the Oilers lead the Glacier Pilots 2-0 after 4.5 innings. We'll be right back here in 60 seconds with Oilers baseball. You're listening on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
10 men left on base?
Man. Retire? No. Still right here in Soldotna at PCHS in the new eye care clinic at 230 East Marydale Ave. I'm still providing the most personalized and highest quality eye care that you have come to expect from me, but in an updated and advanced location. A 3D image of the back of the eye is included and every full eye exam and the details. Not your
Make it happen by being safe on the road.
Now you know the real scoop.
Slow down. We want you to watch the line. This message brought to you by the Alaska Highway Safety Office.
Walters is talking with Steve just outside the bike lot. And Steve, it's time to get a bike.
Matt, it is. We're well stocked with bikes. E-bikes and bikes, kid bikes and mountain bikes, all sorts of bikes. We offer repair.
Is that the same picture, Nick?
Yep.
All right.
Bizarra back out there. So he's
Some
gone
skateboard,
4.
baseball, and
Giving
softball
up
mitts
5
and
hits.
bats. Disc golf upstairs.
You'll find that. Something get on
Struck out 1.
Give the rundown on left on base.
Okay. Struck out 2. Welcome back to Oilers Baseball. I'm Nick Sorrell alongside Bob Bird. Well, Ty Correa for the Oilers has pitched masterfully, although a tad inaccurately, with a lot of traffic on the bases behind him. But he has 7 strikeouts on 5 innings pitched, and he's got 5 bases on balls. He's given up 6 hits. But the Oilers are leading the Pilots 2-0 on 5. The Oilers with 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. The Pilots with no runs on 6 hits and 1 error. But the Pilots, this is the story of the game for me, have stranded 10 men, and a lot of those in scoring position. Up first for the Oilers this inning, Owen McElpatrick. Right-hander looks at a ball down and away.
He lined to short and walked, got as far as third base. I'm going to tell you as an umpire what I did with various counts. Go ahead.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on, grounded to the third baseman, who gathers and throws on for the out. So that's going to be Carpenter to Lamb for a quick out in the bottom of the 5th, to start off the bottom of the 5th.
So I love playing poker, and a 1-1 count is a pair of aces.
Yep.
2-2 count is 2 pair. And a 3-2 count is a full house.
There you go.
And you can also say a cow and a calf when you got a 1-1 count.
Oh, there you go. Taking a way back on that one. Ball 1 to Ben Grimm, who steps in. He's flown out to the right fielder and singled his first time up, but he was thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. Bizarra working quickly. The 1-0 pitch, or the 0-1 pitch, misses outside. Oilers with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead the Pilots 2-0. Wind and pitch, lifted into right field. Right fielder runs to his right, gets underneath it, and Rodriguez gathers for the second out of the inning.
Good wood on that hit.
Yeah, it was a nice hit. It's going to bring up Nick Costello. He has singled and was thrown out at second on a fielder's choice and struck out swinging his last time up. He fouled off a bunch of balls. After the first pitch from Bizarro to Costello here, I'll give the defensive alignment for the Pilots. Costello, a left-handed hitter. Pitch. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. So the defensive alignment for the Pilots, Berkeley, Jackson, and Rodriguez in the outfield left to right. Carpenter, Wright, Nicoluk, and Lamb around the diamond third to first, and the battery mates of Bizarra and Harding. Tapper right up, a swinging bunt. Costello running, and he is going to be thrown out by the catcher Harding on a 2-3 putout. So the Oilers go in order for the first time this game. And they get no runs, no hits. There's no errors, and they leave no one on base. They lead the Pilots 2-0 after 5 innings. You're listening to Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
This week's money-saving specials from your hometown proud family at Country Foods.
This week, tri-tip roast and steaks are just $6.99 a pound. 1-pound packs of Bornstein salad shrimp is $5.99, and boneless chicken breasts are only $2.69 a pound. Tomahawk rib steaks are $10.99 a pound, and boneless New York steaks are buy one get one free. 18-ounce Kraft barbecue sauces are $1.99, and 48-ounce Breyers ice creams are $4.99. Produce has strawberries for $3.99 a pound. Bing and Rainier cherries are just $2.99 a pound. Colored bell peppers are $1.25 each, and corn on the cob is only 89 cents.
Foods on Willow
Is
Street,
that
23?
Yeah. I
This
believe
is the
that's
Dental. Approach
Drew.
Summer.
Is that
Don't
his
let the
name?
midst
Drew, something
keep you
Drew?
from getting the dental care you need. We specialize in same-day crowns, periotherapy.
I can't help you right now. You need to get a line on.
I got it.
On emergency visits.
I got the line on
With
Correa.
our
Okay.
Yeah, so he went 5 innings with
Summer
no
activities.
runs, no earned,
Come
struck out
to our
7,
office.
They
No
allowed
worries.
6
Our
hits,
is it all. Hablamos
struck out
español
7,
también.
walked 5. Welcome back to Oilers baseball. Oilers leading the Pilots 2-0 after 5 innings. The Oilers with 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. The Pilots, no runs, 6 hits, 1 error. The Pilots have stranded 10 men, several of those in runners in scoring position. The Oilers have stranded 4. We've got a new pitcher on the bump for the Oilers. It's going to be Drew Dixon, number 23. He is the 6'3", 225-pound right-hander out of Northwestern. He's a freshman there, but the line on Correa, 5 innings pitched, no runs earned, 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, 5 walks.
Well, it's an ugly way to get your league-leading ERA even lower. Whoa, man. I don't know how. He was living on, walking through a minefield every single inning.
Oh, yeah. Every time. Felt like he had traffic on the bases the whole game, right behind himself. Well, Drew Dixon for the Oilers comes in. He's 1-1. He's got a 3.95 ERA. He's appeared in 6 games. He's pitched 13.2 innings, struck out 15, walked 9, and given up 17 hits. So
he's a big right-hander facing the right-handed leadoff man. Batters 8, 9, and 1 for the Pilots here. Wright, Carpenter, and Rodriguez.
Joey Wright looks at a ball high. Wright has singled, and both times he was up. He singled his last time to left field. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Dixon working quickly. That ball is a call and strike on the outside part of the plate. As I was saying, Wright singled to left center and advanced on an error by left fielder. So that ball is in the dirt. Off the plate, it looked like, actually, and that's going to be ball 2. Dixon with a very fast cadence. There's the 2-1 pitch, misses outside for ball 3. Score is Oilers 2, Pilots 0. No outs in the top of the 6th inning. 3-1 count, and that's going to be a base on balls.
Not a good way to start a relief appearance.
No, sir. Well, the Pilots hoping they can do some damage now for the first time with Correa off the mound.
Right now, the perfect day, 2 singles and a walk.
Number 19, Will Carpenter, third baseman.
Has yet to come around and score a run, though. Hopefully we can prevent him from doing that.
Not too loud.
Will Carpenter, left-hander in the box now, swings and sends one right to the first baseman, Rada, who dives to his right, gloves it, gets back up, and steps on the bag for the first out of the inning. But that will advance Joey Wright over to second base, putting a runner in scoring position for the Pilots for the 6th consecutive inning.
The effect of a bunt, and Rada's defense prevented that one from slipping into right field.
Solid defense playing that. Looked like it came on a chop to me. But it's going to bring up Elijah Rodriguez, left-hander for the Pilots. First pitch to him is inside for a ball. He has grounded out to the shortstop, struck out swinging, and taken a base on balls. So there's 1 out in the bottom of the top of the 6th inning for the Pilots. They have a runner on second. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate to even the count at 1. Pilots have a runner at second, and they trail the Oilers 2-0. Elijah Rodriguez came in batting .288 with 22 RBIs. Looks at I guess that was a ball. Looks at another ball. So count is now 2-1 on Rodriguez. Dixon working from the stretch now, gets the sign, checks the runner. Turns and deals. Breaking ball again, missing just off the plate. Very tight strike zone. You are right, Bob. So it's a 3-1 count to Elijah Rodriguez, leadoff hitter for the Glacier Pilots. Here's the 3-1 pitch, a fastball right down the pipe. I think that one froze him just a little bit. He saw about 3 curveballs in a row and just watched that very juicy fastball go right by him. Payoff pitch. Swing tapped right back to the pitcher. He's going to throw over to third. They're going to get runner at second in a rundown, and that's going to be an out.
Very well played at that pickle. That's one of the first pickles we've seen here this year.
It is.
Between third and second, it came right back to the pitcher. It went to the third baseman. I think it was the second baseman who took the throw and tagged him out.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to go back in my mind to try and score that one. So I think that's going to be
about a 1-5-4.
1-5-4.
And a fielder's choice for Rodriguez.
1-5-4. There you go. All right, well, you made it a lot simpler than I was thinking it was going to be. So now 2 outs for the Pilots. They lose their leadoff runner, but they still have a runner on base, a runner on first in the top of the 6th inning. Garrison Berkeley, the batter for the... There's a back pitch, and he is safe.
Oh, yeah, he was safe. The throw had him beat, but not the tag.
Throw was on the outside part of the bag, and Rada having to catch and twirl around to try and get
he tried to buy the call by walking to the dugout, but the umpire had the right call there.
So the count is 1-1 on Garrison Berkeley.
And, of course, we're going to get a discussion from Coach McCann.
Yeah.
And that's good for a future call. That's what you do that for.
Yep. Especially
if you're, maybe inviting him over for pizza or something.
Coaching the umpires, not known for having great relationships often.
Usually.
Garrison Berkeley, the batter, the right-handed hitter for the Pilots. In the top of the 6th inning, they trail there's a pickoff attempt, and he is just barely safe.
Well, I'll tell you what, they weren't taking prisoners with that throw.
No. Dixon with a nice pickoff move, just barely missing getting the out at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch, or the 1-0 pitch. It's fouled back to the screen off the ground. That foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They customize clothes, but they can also customize just about anything. Give them a call and ask them what they can customize for you. Call them at 907-394-5510. The count is 1-1 on Garrison Berkeley. 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Berkeley takes the ball high.
Berkeley's 1 for 3. Opened the first inning, actually batting second, of course, but with a double. And he's a dangerous hitter. He's not afraid to swing.
So the Pilots have a runner on first with 2 outs. Count is 2-1 on Garrison Berkeley. There's another pickoff attempt, but this one not as close as the last one. Elijah Rodriguez not needing to slide there, just stepping back over to the bag. Dixon deals 2-1. It's lined just over the head of the third baseman and rolls into the outfield. Rodriguez is going to chug for third, and he's going to make it easily. So he makes it standing up, and Garrison Berkeley has himself another stand-up double.
Well, I call that a single and a fielder's choice. And Grimm was going for the runner heading for third all the way. And I did not think he was on that ball fast enough.
Yeah, that's why I score that a double because I just don't think he would have had time to throw over. And even if it's going to be close, I give it to the runner there. But, hey, stepping in now, Blake Jackson looks at a called strike at the bottom part of the zone. And here the Pilots are again. 2 men in scoring position, runners on second and third. That one's popped foul by Jackson. So Jackson quickly in an 0-2 hole. If there's a guy you want up when you have left 10 men on base and have yet to score a run, it's the guy who's batting .450. And that is Jackson. Dixon taking a more deliberate pace, steals the 0-1 pitch swing and just got a piece of it.
And he hurt himself with that swing. I'm not sure if the ball hit him.
He fouled it off his foot.
All right.
Yep, fouled it right on the inside of his right foot, and he's going to take a couple ginger steps around the plate here.
Yes, the one thing you can't really protect in baseball, and that is the foul balls that are self-inflicted. And, of course, once you're hurt there, then you play with a little bit of a shin guard.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys wear those shin guards that draped down over the inside of the foot. Home plate umpire coming out to have a chat with Drew Dixon. Not sure what that is all about.
Oh, he's just giving the batter some time to recover.
And giving him a baseball.
But another jam. The Oilers have not had a clean inning. They have just lived on the precipice of disaster. And they've wiggled out of every single one here. We need one more strike to do it again.
Blake Jackson has singled, struck out swinging and looking in his first 3 at-bats. Dixon shakes off a call. Let's see what he likes to go with. It's a fastball. It's lifted into right field. Costello to his left, gloves it for the out, and the Oilers are out of another 2-out jam with runners in scoring position. They lead the Glacier Pilots 2-0 after 5.5 innings. They have 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. The Pilots no runs on 7 hits and 1 error.
And 12 left?
12 men left on base. You're listening to Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Steam on Wheels is excited to announce the opening of their Pine Street pit for commercial and residential use. If you need quality topsoil, sand, pit run, sewer rock, drainage rock, give Steam on Wheels a call at 262-3240. Need it hauled? Steam on Wheels can help. Get your project done today. Call Steam on Wheels at 262-3240. Screen topsoil, screen sand, pit run, gravel, sewer rock, and drainage rock available. Just call 262-3240. Steam on Wheels, open Monday through Saturday.
Your car sounds like a flock of honking geese? Worry no more, because Dan's Automotive is here to save the day. Located on the Sterling Highway right next to Napa Auto Parts, Dan's Automotive is your one-stop shop for all things car-related. You need a tune-up, an oil change, or a friendly chat about his dreams and aspirations. Dan's Automotive has got remember as a clown riding a unicycle while juggling rubber chickens.
Welcome back to Oilers Baseball. I'm Nick Sorrell alongside Bob Bird. The Oilers are leading the visiting Glacier Pilots 2-0 after 5.5 innings. So we're moving into the bottom of the 6th here. The Oilers are going to be bringing up 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Ben Griffin, Leighton Helfrich, and not Theo Forche, Michael Rada replacing Theo Forche in the 6th spot. And the Pilots leaving 2 more men in scoring position. They have no runs now. And Bob, 12 runners left on base.
My goodness, that's, I don't know, a record for the league maybe in this season without scoring a run. But I can only touch wood because you keep doing that, you're not going to get away with it forever.
Well, Bizarra back on the mound for the Pilots faces Ben Griffin, who looks at a ball off the plate. Griffin has grounded out to the shortstop twice in his first 2 at-bats. 1-0 pitch is lined into right field over the head of the right fielder, but he jumps up and gloves it just over an outstretched hand. What a play by right fielder Elijah Rodriguez.
Well, he came in, then realized, whoa, I'd better retreat, and then he twisted his body into a pretzel to make that catch. Otherwise, it was 3 bags full for the Oilers.
Yeah, he made an acrobatic catch for sure. Redeem yourself, that's what they always say. So here comes Leighton Helfrich batting in the right-handed batter's box. Looks at a strike right down the pipe. Helfrich has doubled and singled so far today. His double was a no-doubter off the wall. That pitch is way outside all the way to the mound, or all the way to the backstop. So real diverse hitting style for Helfrich here today. Singles off the wall in left field his first at-bat, and then bunts himself on in his second at-bat.
You don't know what to expect. Look at the third baseman.
That's a line drive right at the center fielder, who steps in 1 step toward the plate and makes the catch, and that's 2 quick outs for the Oilers in the bottom of the 6th.
You seldom see a center fielder burned in this stadium. This field, it is Death Valley to hit the ball to straightaway center, even when you get good wind, and he did.
Well, that's going to bring up Michael Rada, who replaced Theo Forche. He swings and pops one up on the right side in foul territory. Goes Lamb, and he...
Whoa!
Did he make...
No,
he did not.
Got the sun in his eyes. I think it glanced off his shoulder. There's no error, of course. But that was that was a plate of peaches and cream, but the sun was behind him. I have no idea why he dropped that ball.
Maybe the breeze played it. Nope, no wind. So Bizarra, after giving up a couple runs over 4 innings, has retired 5 straight Oilers. But here come the 2-out Oilers, right? 0-1 count to Michael Rada. Looks at a ball down around his toes.
He needs to take a couple of pitches here.
Bizarra working quickly, deals this one outside. That breaking ball getting progressively farther away from the strike zone as Bizarra starting to labor a little bit. Count is 2-1. There's a swing and a ball fouled back up and out of play. That foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They customize stuff, but they like to do clothes. They'll do anything you bring into them pretty much. They can do clothing, T-shirts, crop stinks, and more. Call them today, 907-394-5510. 2-2 pitch, called strike. That's 6 straight for Bizarra. And the Oilers go in order. They have no runs, no hits, no errors, and they don't leave anybody on base. Oilers lead the visiting Glacier Pilots 2-0. You're listening to the Oilers Baseball Network on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Great job, Nick.
Waste. Holler on the peninsula, offering more choices so you can get the service you want and need. Need a trash container for just a little bit? Call Alaska Waste. They offer short-term programs as little as 1 week. Need a trash container for a longer time and want to save money? Ask about Alaska Waste annual programs. Alaska Waste offers residential and commercial services. If your trash service isn't with Alaska Waste and want to see how they can
I'm
save you money,
going to try and tabulate a pitch count on
That's great.
Bizarra.
And I want to make sure that
Yep.
put zeros up there. I want to give a summary when we come back.
Alaska Trailers on Key Beach has everything you need to haul your ATV this summer with new inventory coming in all the time. Do you have a project this summer? Get over to Alaska Trailer on Key Beach to rent or buy an Iron Bowl dump trailer. Get the yard cleaned up.
I think we've only got 4
work
hits.
Or play. Alaska Trailer has what you need. Alaska Trailer
I'm
is open 6 days a
double-checking. The
week.
scoreboard
Stop in
says 4.
for easy financing program.
The Oilers?
Walk out today. The
I've
trailer.
got
907-335-4285. Alaska Trailer.
3, 4. I've got 5.
Bob Barrett and Nick Sorrell as we move into the 7th inning. The Oilers with 2 runs, 4 or 5 hits, 1 error, and we've stranded only, 4? And the Glacier Pilots, no runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and a whopping 12 runners left on base. At the plate right now is Troy Harding.
Check swing on that first pitch. A appeal down to first says he didn't go.
Here's the next pitch to the right-handed hitter, and he'll take strike 2. Harding is 2 for 3, hit into a double play, and then had singles in the 3rd and in the 5th inning. We have, I believe, a 1-1 count, and now they're checking something out as Harding is walking his way over to the Pilots' dugout. I think he wants some pine tar. Do they use pine tar in this league? He's doing something with his bat. Corking it, right? All right. So the Oilers with Thomas, McElpatrick, Krupe, and Rada, the infield 3rd to 1st, and Grimm, Costello, and Halfrick, the outfield left, center, and right. A battery of Griffin. There's a foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Give them a call. Give us that number again, Nick.
907-394-5510.
On the hill for the Oilers, Drew Dixon. The right-hander is ahead in the count here, 1-2. Here's the windup and the pitch. Breaking pitch, he just tipped it, and that caught Griffin where it hurts a lot. And he's bent over right now, and the ump's going to give him the time that he is going to need for that one.
Well, we got a little break in the action right here, and Griffin recovers slowly. I'm looking at a pitch count here on Bizarra, and even though he has pitched 6 innings, he has not thrown a whole lot of pitches. I've got him at 71 pitches through 6 innings.
And who's that brought to us
And
by?
that is brought to you by Everybody Rides Again. If you're looking for a used vehicle and you have no credit, bad credit, no problem. They can take care of you, and all you need is a job plus a small down payment. Call them at 907-260-3053.
It's a beautiful day here at Coral Seymour Park. The Oilers with 2 runs on 4 hits, and the Pilots no runs and 8. Here's the pitch. And a ground tap to the left side. On the run is McElpatrick. Oh, my. I mean, he had to sprint, grab it with his left hand, gloved left hand, transfer, and throw on the run. That ain't easy, folks. And it's a 6-3 putout.
Yeah, once again, McElpatrick showing his skill over there defensively at shortstop, charging to his right. How about that?
Brings up Andrew Lamb. Lamb has walked twice and struck out. .298 hitter playing first base. And the bats from the left-hand side. We're in the 7th inning, and here's the first pitch, and it's low for ball 1. Oilers with a run in the 2nd and a run in the 4th. That's it. Here's the next pitch. Off speed, fouled off to the left, over the beer garden. And the count is 1-1.
Lands on top of the batting cage over there. It's always fun to watch kids try and figure out how they're going to get that off the top of the net.
We are in the sun-starved Kenai Peninsula this summer. It's the pitch. It's a ground ball to the right side. Grounding over is Groupie, and he makes that play. And it was a nifty play as well. He had to do that one entirely on the run, and he made an accurate throw, and there's 2 dead.
Yeah, 2 very solid defensive plays to start the inning here for the Oilers. McElpatrick ranging to his right, Groupie ranging to his left. Pilots trying to put him in the spots just between middle and outside infielders.
The Oilers are in 4th place, but they got the stingiest pitchers.
They really do.
Yeah, that first pitch is low to Jacob Stinson. He's hit into a fielder's choice, fly to center, and walked, stole a base. I think it was a double steal as well. Left-hander facing the right-handed throwing Dixon, and he just tips that off the bat, and it's 1-1. Long shadows now coming in from right field. The breeze, there is a breeze here, and it blows in from right field as it normally does, but it is quite moderate tonight. It comes in gusts. Here's the 1-1. A ground ball to the shortstop, takes a Sunday bounce for McElpatrick. Throws it dirty, and I'll tell you, I have not seen a bad first baseman for the Oilers, and we've had 3 or 4 of them playing that position, and a great scoop there by Rada. And guess what we've got, Nick? A clean inning.
That's the first time the Pilots went in order, and the first time they didn't have a runner in scoring position.
My goodness, 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're going to keep it right here because it's 7th inning stretch, everybody, as the Oilers lead 2-0. And who's bringing us the 7th inning stretch, Nick?
This 7th inning stretch is brought to you by none other than Coffee Express. They've got 3 locations to choose from, 2 in Kenai on both ends of town, and 1 in Soldotna at the Y. If you love a great cup of coffee, then you will love Coffee Express. They also serve Red Bull specials, that's my personal favorite, teas, smoothies, and Italian sodas. That's Coffee Express.
All right, we got a new pitcher here for the Pilots. We're going to send it back to Caleb here. And number 27 is on the hill for the Pilots. We'll be back with the pitching line. This is Oilers baseball and the 7th inning stretch on ESPN.
Looking for a dentist who will ensure your dental health? Welcome, Dr. David Ridgway to Ridgway Family Dentistry.
Do the easy thing first, whether it's identifying the new pitcher or totaling things up for Barraza.
Offering in-house
I got the
scans
pitcher.
for crowns.
It's Zawistowski.
Well, spell that for me.
Ridgway today to ask
Zawistowski. Zawistowski.
I can handle
If
that.
you've been involved in
Yeah.
an accident, had a
Now,
catastrophic.
what do they got there? It looks to me 6 innings.
I'll get you the line. No, that's I got it written on my page
All right.
here.
Is there profit?
Let's see
That
here.
means
He went 6
minimizing
innings.
and They don't want to pay for your medical bills. They don't
Gave
want to
up
pay for
2
your
runs, 2 earned.
pain and suffering. Expert
1,
insurance negotiators
2,
and
3.
adjusters try to minimize your claim at every
3
turn. It's
strikeouts.
important to get the recovery that you deserve. At Earhart, Elsner, and Cooley, we
Hold
can
off
help
on
you
the
get
pitcher.
fair and true value.
There's the stretch by Zawistowski. And the first pitch is a fly ball to right field. And it's going to go way back and on the run, fading away at the warning track on the first pitch is Rodriguez. That guy has robbed the Oilers of a triple and a double here in the last inning. As right away, banging that one is Ty Thomas, and it's a long, scary out and an F9. Here at the start of the 7th inning. We have a new pitcher on the hill for the Pilots, but let's deal with our batter right now. It's Josiah Chavez. And the first pitch to him, it's a lefty facing Chavez. Who's the new pitcher?
New pitcher is Mac Zawistowski. He is a 6'1" lefty, 205 pounds, out of Honolulu.
Zawistowski, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, he's strike one pitch. It's low and away. Chavez is 0 for 2. He's grounded to second and struck out. Go ahead, Nick.
Zawistowski's 1-0. He's got a 2.07 ERA. He's appeared in 8 games, 8.2 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks, and given up 8 hits.
Big left-hander, I'd say. He's 6'2" at least.
Yeah, a little temperature change for him coming out of Honolulu, right?
So I've heard. Here's the stretch and the 1-1 pitch, and it's tapped foul, brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They can give you customized T-shirts and tank tops, and go to waldenbros.store. Ball 1, strike 2 to Chavez, who's the DH today. Came in batting 196. Here's the pitch. Taps this one. It's a fair ball, and they pick it up foul by inches. Woo!
Heads up play by the catcher Harding to let that one go instead of panicking and jumping on it. Hey, I'm going to give you the line on Nathan Bizarra here for the Pilots. He pitched 6 innings, 2 runs, both earned, gave up 5 hits, struck out 3, and walked 1. And I like to call that a call to the bullpen, even though it didn't happen mid-inning, and that's brought to you by Central Peninsula Hospital. We believe providing better access to local primary care and specialty services is central to our mission. Visit cpgh.org.
They did not chalk the foul lines at the start of this game, and that swinging bunt was in dirt. Very tough call for the umpires. The pitch is off speed, and it's high, and it's 2-2.
Surprising, considering the commitment we've seen to field care in the last homestand.
Yeah, but pretty sure I was looking for it, and it wasn't there. Ball 2, strike 2. Josiah Chavez. Let's see if he'll work a full count. Here's the pitch. Taps this one foul. And that one just catches the end of the bat, and I do believe the catcher took an owie on that one, too.
Yep.
Harding needing time. It's not the first time either in this game. Griffin's been dinged. Harding a couple of times.
It is a beautiful sunny day. Not a cloud in sight here. Maybe a couple little cirrus clouds off to the right. But I've seen about 4 puddle jumpers fly over us today.
Well, speaking of puddles, I know that the Pilots have a very legitimate beef with the puddles in the warning track right in front of their dugout. Here's a 2-2 pitch coming on, and he pitches from the stretch and swing and a miss.
Well, Bob, here's what I like to say about that. If it's a problem for you later on in the game, it should have been a problem for you earlier on in the game, and those puddles have been sitting there for a whole bunch of innings. You could have asked about it earlier on. You could have said, hey, can we get a squeegee or a broom out here to sweep away some of this water?
You got a good point there, Nick. There's 2 dead. Nobody on. Groupie coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. His last time up, he had a check swing. I think he was surprised, didn't know what to do. And it was a slow roller to the second baseman, his counterpart, and he did not take off with the kind of alacrity that, and that's because it was a check swing. He's got strike 1 on him now. It's a lefty on righty matchup. Groupie has got a big gap in left center. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, and it's 1-1.
So since Ty Thomas's RBI single, with 2 outs, with 1 out in the 4th inning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 straight Oilers have been retired.
Here's the stretch and the pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman, and it's routine. And the Oilers are a snoozer here in the 7th inning on a 4-3 putout, and that will retire the side. We're going to go to the 8th. The score is the Oilers 2, and the Pilots nada. Zilch. This is Oilers baseball on the ESPN Radio Network and RadioKenai.com.
From Seward to Homer, Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving is available for your job. If you're going to get a project paved this summer, call Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving at 907-420-4729. Hot has over 20 years of construction experience and will ensure your job is done to the highest level possible. Whether you need a driveway, a parking pad, a sidewalk, or a parking lot paved, or just need repairs to your current asphalt, Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving can do it. Call 907-420-4729 or find them on Facebook. Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving.
In Kasilov and craving convenience? Look no further than TJ Seges. Fuel up with quality gas. Stock up on groceries from 6 a.m. to midnight and grab your favorite drinks from the liquor store from 8 a.m. to midnight. Oh, and did we mention they've got fishing licenses too? Whether it's for those grocery items or a relaxing evening, TJ Seges has you covered. And the best part, their friendly staff always greets you with a smile. So swing by TJ Seges today and experience top-notch service and a one-stop shop for all your needs this summer.
We're going to the 8th inning. The Oilers, 2 runs. 5. Let's count the hits here. I got 1 by Costello, 1 by Helfrich. There's a single by Grimm.
I got 2 by Helfrich.
You got Helfrich. Yeah, I haven't counted that one yet.
Oh, I see.
Okay, we're going to let that go because we got a batter up there right now. And here's the Show's bunt, and it's fouled as the leadoff hitter is Andrew Nikoluk. He's grounded to short in the first, flied to center in the third, and struck out in the 5th. That's from the right-hand side. Drew Dixon on the line for the Oilers. And here's the next pitch, I should say, and it's outside. And the count goes to 1-1. Here's the windup and the pitch. Low, and it goes to 2-1. Ball 2, strike 1. We're underway here in the 8th inning. The Oilers leading 2-0. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop, McElpatrick. He's going to make the burn across. It's a 6-3 put out as the Pilots bring batters 7, 8, and 9 to the plate. And there's one dead here in the 8th as Joey Wright comes to the plate. He's had a good day. He's got 2 hits and a walk.
You know, it's tough when you are playing offensively and you go from a guy throwing fastballs after this pitch.
Shows a bunt here, and it's fouled. Brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Go to their website at waldenbros.store.
You go from a 6'9" guy like Correa throwing about 92 to a 6'3" righty like Dixon throwing off speed a whole bunch.
There's the pitch. It's outside, and the count is 1-1. Right, singled in the 2nd, singled in the 4th, walked in the 6th. Here's the pitch. That's high, and it's 2-1. The Oilers have Thomas, McElpatrick, Grupe, and Rada, the infield 3rd to 1st. Grimm, Costello, and Helfrich, the outfield left, center, and right. Well, that was a good pitch, but it didn't buy the umpire, and it's 3-1.
That Around the Horn is brought to you by Genoir Towing and Recovery. When you need a tow, call Genoir at 394-6068.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 bounces, and Griffin has to hustle because you can get a walk double if you're not on your toes. So, well, we put a man on again, and this one with a base on balls, and now you got a deadly hitter up here in Will Carpenter. He's 0 for 2. He's walked, flied to left, grounded to first. Left-handed batter. Let's see what they may put a man in motion here. It's late innings. Here's the stretch and the pitch. It's low, and it's ball 1 as Dixon having trouble finding strikes.
They could send him, but then he's just going to be a guy in scoring position, right? Normally that's a good thing. But Pilots have had a hard time with those tonight.
Throw to first. Back in time. Had a couple of close plays. In pickoff attempts, one from the catcher. The throw had him beat in the last inning, but maybe it was 2 innings ago. They did not have the tag on him in time. Here's the ball 1 pitch. It's fouled. And it's 1-1. Oilers a run in the second, a run in the fourth. That's all we've seen. And I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. I'm going to count them again. Here's the next pitch. It's way outside, and it's 2-1. Ball 2, strike 1. Runner on first base, 1 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, he checks, swings. I thought it was a foul ball, but apparently not. And that's going to go as a passed ball. And the runner advances to second base. Could not tell exactly what, if it's hitting equipment or hitting the catcher's mitt. But in any case, a passed ball gets him to second base. And the Oilers in hot water, as they've been in every single inning except the 7th. Here's the pitch.
Punch out.
Punch him out. All right, on a called third strike, I wanted to make sure the count was correct over there. And Will Carpenter, a 286 hitter with 20 RBIs, is down. But here comes Elijah Rodriguez, and boys, he had a great day in right field, robbing the Oilers of a sure triple and probably a double. And there's 2 dead with a runner on second base. Elijah Rodriguez, here's the next pitch. Does not find the outside corner. It's low, and it's ball 1. Left-hander. He has grounded to short, struck out, walked, and hit into a fielder's choice.
Dixon has a lot of break on that curveball.
Here's the pitch. And a line drive, and it goes on the left field. It's going to score a run. They're going to make the play to second base, and there you go. You go to the well almost so many times, and a big fat RBI for the Pilots here. It's cut the Oilers' lead in half in the 8th inning. A clean single, just eluding the shortstop. That was an RBI for Rodriguez. And coming around to score was Joey Wright. Berkeley coming to the plate. He's doubled, struck out twice, and singled. And the runner goes. The pitch. They're going to try and shoot him out. And they got him. Oh, wow. I thought he had it beat, but I don't know where his hand was. It was screened by my viewpoint. And that will retire the side. We can use that. We're going to go into the bottom of the 8th. The Oilers 2, the Pilots 1. This is Oilers baseball on the ESPN radio network.
If you enjoy great sound in your home, check out the quality speakers available for sale at Kobuk Valley Jade Company. Want to create a home theater? They have an expert who can assist. Bar? They have a 2.
I've only got 7 hits.
Whatever summer brings us as you immerse yourself in
I got the
your
5th
home.
hit now.
You see it?
5 hits.
Yep, but I got 7 for the Pilots, and they've got 9.
Let me count them. Let me count them.
But through Saturdays 10 to 6. Are you looking for an opportunity to make a difference in your community? Central Peninsula Hospital needs you. You can make lifelong connections in our patient comfort program or help raise scholarship funds by volunteering in our gift shop.
I've got 8.
Do not necessarily
8?
But you know, wewe've scored certain things in error, and they may not have. Put a run up there for the Pilots in the 8th.
Or call 714-4543. Central Peninsula Hospital. Compassionate, personalized, healing.
Well, the Oilers move into the bottom of the 8th with the batters 1, 2, and 3, and we need insurance here. No question about it. As the new pitcher for the Pilots, Zawastoski, big left-hander, is going to face McElpatrick, Ben Grimm, and Nick Costello. And Oilers 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. And the Pilots now 1 run, 8 hits, and 1 error. All right, McElpatrick bats from the right-hand side, and he takes a strike to open the 8th inning. Oilers with a run in the 2nd, a run in the 4th, and the Pilots with a run in the 8th. We could use 4 or 5 runs. About time. Here's the stretch by Zawistowski, and it's low and inside, and it's 1-1. Carpenter, Wright, Nicolak, and Lamb, the infield, third to first, and Berkeley, Jackson, and Rodriguez, the outfield, left, center, and right, a battery of Zawistowski and Harding. Here's the stretch, and the 1-1. Fouled off to the right. Give me the Walden Brothers phone number, Nick.
I do better. I give you 2 of them. I give you the foul ball from the Walden Brothers, brought to you by them. They've customized clothing, T-shirts, crops, tanks, and more. Call them at 907-394-5510. And that around the horn, brought to you by Genoir Towing and Recovery. When you need a tow, call Genoir. 394-6068.
All right. Ball 1, strike 2. To Owen McElpatrick. Here's the pitch. And he hits a bad handle. This is going to probably... Oh, did he catch it? He did. No, he did not. All right, he hit a water balloon into shallow left field right off the bad handle. And that was way off the strike zone. And what a gallant effort by Berkeley. He went skidding. The umpire called him out, then saw the ball. He had laid an egg behind him when he saw it. So we have an opening single here in the 8th, and we could use it. Oh, a little bit of a break for the Oilers there. Their 6th hit.
See what they do on the bases here. If they're going to be aggressive with no outs and try and move McElpatrick up, or
look for a bunt. Let's see what happens, as Ben Grimm is not the highest batting average. Let's see what happens. There's a stretch. And the pitch does not show bunt. What's he hitting right now? My whiteboard has erased his batting average.
225.
225.
My thought is no outs and an off-speed pitcher. You got a guy with speed like McElpatrick. I take a shot. I send him.
All right. Let's see what's going to happen. He's certainly not showing bunt on that first pitch. It's ball 1, and the strategy getting thick here. And throw to first.
You are looking at a lefty, but still.
Lefty on lefty matchup, right? Now, some people prefer to steal off of a left-hander, but let's find out.
You can mess with their head.
Here's the pitch, and it's low. And, I wonder if Zawistowski is, like you said, they're messing with his head. He's distracted. Those first 2 pitches were very low.
Yeah, it's difficult for a left-hander staring at a runner, getting a lead, and then you got to turn and deliver a strike.
There's the 2-0 swing and a foul. Goes right to the backstop on the dirt, and it's 2-1. Signals galore coming down from the third base coach. Ball 2, strike 1. We're in the beautiful part of the evening here, long shadows and wafting and sunshine. Here's a throw to first. That was close, and he was not sliding. Ball 2, strike 1. A radioactive runner at first base here. And the stretch by Zawistowski. Long set, that's part of the strategy, and he's going to first base.
McElpatrick not fooled at all on that one.
Well, if he's leaning and expecting to go on any move, that's where a good, even a leisurely throw to first can help the pitcher's cause. Ball 2, strike 1. He's coming to the plate. It's a drive to right field. It's a hit. They're going to hold him at second. They go station to station. That one found the gap between first and second. Thank goodness the first baseman had to cover the bag. And we've got runners on first and second and nobody out. And Nick Costello coming to the plate.
From UC San Diego, our center fielder, number 20.
Costello, the guy you want here. One of the best batting averages in the league. 377. He's got himself a couple home runs.
And he's got a 1-for-3 day. He's singled in the first, struck out in the second, and tapped to the catcher on a 2-3 putout. His last time up. Shows bunt, and it's not a good one. And fortunately, goes up and over the backstop.
That's what it looks like when you have your power hitter bunt.
I want a bunting clinic. Every year I've watched the Oilers, and I'm telling you, I'm going back. I got 15 years at the mic, and I've not seen a good bunter that lay that bat horizontal instead of a slight angle up. And that's what gives you trouble. It's strike one, the count. And Zamostowski goes to the stretch. He's in big trouble now. There's nobody out. And a spin to second base, and that's all they get out of it. Fans want to balk out of that one. No, you're not going to get it.
I don't know. I kind of was thinking a little bit of Bach. He kind of double clutched on that spin.
I didn't see that, so maybe that's what they saw. Strike one, the count. Here's the pitch. Oh, man, that was a marshmallow. That pitch was a lollipop. And he was not expecting it.
Yeah, he caught Costello looking for a fastball.
0-2. Like you said, he's an off-speed pitcher, Nick. And, boy, did he had Costello fooled on that one. Watch some heat now. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Ooh, it just went low, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, 0-2 count. See if you can get him to swing at your breaking stuff down in the dirt. Give him one or two of those, and then you come back at him with the high cheese.
Ball one, strike two to Nick Costello. Lefty on lefty matchup. Runners on first and second. Oilers lead 2-1. It's bottom of the eighth. Here's the pitch. Oh, man. Another off-speed pitch, and that just misses. Costello really living on thin ice here. It's 2-2.
So there's your two. You got your 0-2 count. There's your two junk off-speed pitches. Look for a fastball up in the zone here, if I'm guessing right.
All right, 2-2. Come on, Nick. Oh, that might be a balk. Oh my goodness. He broke his hands, then made the turn. You see, that's the difference. Didn't you see it that way?
Yeah, and he also didn't. He didn't have the same.
No,
motion as he did the previous time.
He was not certain about what he was going to do. That was a balk. Here's the pitch. It's a little tap to the second base side, and he scoops it, gets Costello, but the bunt is effective here on a swinging ground out to the second baseman, Nikoluk. And again, he shows what a great fielder he is by throwing in an underhand toss from his glove.
Yeah, gave him a little shovel pass there.
So Costello grounds out 4-3, but gets our runners to second and third.
Number 15 catcher, Ben Griffin.
All right, Ben. The table is set for these two insurance runs right now, and they pull the infield up to the grass. They have to. The entire infield is in. Come on, Ben. Here's the pitch. And he takes a strike. Oh, my goodness.
So much for the tight strike zone on that one.
I thought that was a good call. It was not a good call to lay off that pitch. Strike one, the count. Lefty and righty matchup. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. It's going to the plate. And we are going to get that. Did not hit him. And the Oilers have brought in one run on, that was in the dirt. I guess officially it's a wild pitch. But that was just squeezed right underneath. And coming in, the Oilers now lead 3-1. Ben Grimm goes to third base. How did he get on base, Nick?
Ben, he singled himself on.
All right, that's correct. All right, so the pressure's off a little bit of Griffin, and that might be good for him. Here's the pitch. Is a fly ball. It's deep to center field. They're going way back. They've got it on the run, but the sac fly will get in the other run, and the Oilers lead 4-1. What a play in center field there by Jackson. Man, I was just saying how hard it is to hit a ball over a center fielder's head, but he caught it, but too little, too late, and the Oilers lead 4-1.
So I'm going to say something here about that wild pitch. From where I'm sitting, it looked a heck of a lot to me like Ben Griffin gave us quite an acting job, because I saw that ball redirect off of his leg.
And he ate it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm surprised the catcher didn't ask, because he's got as good a view, better than the umpire, that's for sure. And a strike is called now with nobody on and 2 runs in to Leighton Helfrich. Leighton, put one over the fence, will you? Here's the next pitch. It's fouled up and over to our right. And it's 0-2. I'm not sure if the Oilers are going to go with a closer here. There's nobody in the bullpen. 0-2 the count. And here's the pitch. He reaches for this one right back to the pitcher, and he'll make an awkward toss, but he gets Helfrich out on a 1-3 putout in the inning. The Oilers got 2 runs on 2 hits, a sacrifice fly, a wild pitch, and there was nobody left on base. We'll go to the ninth. The scores, the Oilers 4 and the Pilots 1. This is Oilers Baseball and the Alaska Baseball League on the ESPN Radio Network.
Let's see if we get Throneberry here.
Of exceptional health care?
Let's-
We sure do.
we want to get Correa on
She's ready
report
to
that
serve
to
her
the
local
PA guy, will you? At the end of the game?
Yeah.
She has a special interest in mental health and women's health and can't wait
And
to serve you.
Ty Thomas has 2 RBIs.
733-4569 to book with
Yeah,
her
we can
today.
get him in here.
I'll tell you what, I may let you do the interviewing. I'll just hand him my...
Sure.
Fish are running, and you definitely want to get out on the river and enjoy all your Alaskan adventures. Don't let dental problems sideline your fun this summer. Now is the time to get your teeth checked, cleaned, and repaired. Dr. James Julian and his team are ready to help get your dental health in
Is that
top
Dixon
shape.
back on the
Offering
mound?
comprehensive services and a relaxed,
Looks that way.
family-friendly hour. Contact them
finish
at
it out.
907-283-4857 to schedule your visit today. It's summer. Welcome it with a smile.
All right, we go to the ninth. The Oilers 4 runs on 6 hits. And how many did we leave on base in this game, Nick? Count them up. Not very many, like 4. And the Pilots 1 run on 8 hits. And I believe they have left 12 stranded, maybe a little bit more. And going to try to end it and clean it up for the Oilers right now is going to be Drew Dixon. And coming to the plate for the Pilots, batters 2, 3, and 4. And the curveball is in there for a strike on number 14, Berkeley Garrison. He doubled in the first, struck out twice, singled in the 6th. Playing left field, here's the next pitch. It's a high fly ball. A pop-up that the third baseman, Thomas, takes one-handed in the dirt. And there's one dead here in the ninth. P5. That's going to bring up Blake Jackson. Singled, struck out twice, flied to center. Dangerous hitter, 449 hitter, no home runs and 15 RBIs. Here's the first pitch, and it's a hot grounder to the second baseman group. He's got it, and it's a 4-3 put out and 2 dead here in the ninth. Man, how about that? 3 pitches.
Very quick work.
All right, Troy Harding coming to the plate. He's hit into a double play, singled twice, and hit and grounded to the shortstop. 3 home runs, 16 RBIs, and a 357 hitter. Done a great job behind the plate for the Pilots. And the right-hander takes the first pitch, and it's high, and it's ball 1. 2 outs here in the ninth. The Oilers leading 4-1. We'll be here tomorrow night. Here's the next pitch. Strike called, and it's 1-1. Rodriguez. Dixon working very quickly here. 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's popped up. It's playable. Who wants it? The catcher, Griffin. He's got it. And the Oilers have defeated the Pilots here 4-1. Had a great cleanup job there by Drew Dixon in support of Ty Correa. For the Oilers, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 4 men left on base. And the Pilots, 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error, and 12 men left on base. We'll have an interview here very shortly as the post-game show is coming up. This is Oilers baseball on ESPN.
Where's Dr. Cross, the eye doctor? Did he move out of state? Did he retire? No, I'm still right here in Soldotna at PCHS, the new eye care clinic, East Marydale Ave. I'm still providing the most personalized and highest quality eye care that you have come to expect from me, but in an updated...
and Drew Dixon are needed at the press box. Ty Correa and Drew Dixon.
Knock your socks.
Ty Thomas.
So if you've been looking for me, or if you need to come in and have an eye exam, now you know the real thing. 907-62-3119 and schedule today.
Fuel prices, food prices, rent, utilities, and blood pressure. They're all up. Well, Eyewear Express is holding prices right where they are. Let me say it again. Eyewear Express is holding our prices firm. And Eyewear Express continue to offer you a second pair free when you purchase a complete pair. Get a second pair of single vision glasses for free. Eyewear Express, located in the Peninsula Center Mall, Soldotna, 260-9199.
Thank you,
Post-game show on ESPN 1140 and 96.9. Peninsula Health Services and the best show.
I want you to read I want you to read.
Oh, the post game?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't. I'm on the air.
Welcome back to Oilers Baseball, and welcome to the Peninsula Community Health Services postgame show, supporting your health, offering medical, dental, eye care, and behavioral health services. Online at pchsak.org or call them at 907-262-3119. Well, we had quite a game, didn't we, Bob?
My goodness, the Oilers, we had two clean innings, the seventh and the ninth, okay? And boy, how many pitches did Dixon throw in the ninth? Maybe 5?
Not very many at all.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, between the starter and the reliever, we got 5 innings from our starter, 4 innings from our reliever, no runs, nothing earned, 8 strikeouts total. They gave up 8 hits, 6 from Correa, 2 from Dixon, and they walked 7. So they left plenty of guys on base, but they were delivering the pitches that we needed when it counted, right?
Nah, no kidding. And, a real market character is to put men consistently on base and then keep them off the plate. And that's what Correa did. We're going to get Correa and the couple of Ties. Ty Correa, Ty Thomas are going to come up for interviews. I'll tell you what, I want to have Ty Thomas in the booth. And I like the 2 pitchers to come here. You'll interview the pitchers.
Okay.
And I'll talk to Ty Thomas. We'll see if we can get that straightened out when they do come up here, because the Oilers are just breaking up the huddle. I'll have to tell you that final out, too, with Griffin with a sky-high pop-up, and he had to be real careful of the fence, and he made that catch to end it for the Oilers. 4-1 winners here over the Glacier Pilots. They never trailed. And the Pilots left 12 men on base. That's really something.
Yeah, leaving 12 men on base. Lots of those. I'll have to go back and look at my sheet, but I would say at least 7 of those were in scoring position, and that is something you don't want. Well, I tell you what, we'll be right back with more postgame on 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com. You're listening to Oilers Baseball. We'll have some postgame interviews for you when we come back.
Are you craving a Fiesta?
I want to ask you about giving a little extra shot to Genoir Towing. I don't think you should. They didn't pay for it.
Their thing says, their reader says around the horn and starting lineup. So whenever we go around the horn for defense, we're supposed to be reading them. So I just realized that. So we have not been giving them their
Thank you.
due.
I didn't realize that. I didn't see that.
Senior Blanco's Mexican restaurant, where every bite is a home run and every meal is a party. Ole!
Do you have visitors in town fishing or just relaxing on the
Tell me if
Kenai?
you see those guys
Yeah,
coming up.
two of them are coming up.
Bug
Okay.
Valley Jade Company to meet their friendly staff who can explain how jade is Alaska's gemstone. They also have a nice selection of unique souvenirs if your guest needs some Alaskan
You're going to take
memorabilia.
Ty Thomas down there, or you take the 2 pitchers and I'll take Ty Thomas
The
up there.
2 pitchers, you'll interview them for more outstanding. That's what I hope will happen. All right? I'm not sure we'll be able to pull it off.
35 Sterling Highway, open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Well, welcome back to the Peninsula Community Health Services post-game show. You just finished watching or listening to the Oilers wrap up a 4-1 win over the Glacier Pilots. We've got our starting pitcher, Ty Thomas, here with us doing a post-game interview, and Ty Correa. We got two ties, and Bob's been doing that to me all year, calling me Nick Costello. I'm Nick Sorrell, so we get the names mixed up all the time. Ty Correa here for us. Ty, looked great out there. 7 strikeouts, got your line right here. 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, 5 walks. So first, tell me about the good. Tell me about what we were seeing with those strikeouts, a lot of swings and misses.
Well, yeah, the 7 strikeouts in 5 innings is nice. I definitely really like that. I thought I had my slider working really well today. Yeah, I thought I had the slider working well today, and then just working off my fastball and trying to get as many ground balls as I could.
Yeah, they looked really, really good. So tell me about that strike zone. Was it a little tighter than you're used to? We thought there was a lot of calls that were right on the black, maybe a little in, a little off, but weren't quite getting those calls. Tell me how did that look at from your side?
Yeah, there was a couple of calls that I felt like I should have had, but, I mean, that's just another part of the game, and I just had to slowly adjust to it as the game went on. Very good, very good. Well, Ty, you looked great today. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn it over to Bob and let him have a little quick conversation with Ty Thomas, who picked up a couple RBIs today.
All right, Ty Thomas, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, Ty, congratulations. In a 4-1 victory, you had the first 2 RBIs of the game, and I know you just wanted to put your bat on that ball for that first RBI. Were you surprised that the Pilots did not draw in the infield?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Okay.
I thought they were going to play in, but, Rada, he was a little slow. I had to make sure I got the bat on that hit and run, or else he got thrown out.
There you go. Now you had a single in the 4th inning. Why don't you go through your at-bat with that?
Single in the 4th inning.
You had Rada, I believe, on base, and you brought him home.
Oh, yeah, that was the hit and run.
That was a hit and run.
Yeah.
So you got that opening because of the hit and run. Was the second baseman covering the bag?
Yeah, I did. I just got a good barrel on it, and then I ran around all the way to third because he slipped in the water over there.
That's correct. And it was very interesting that happened. And I believe that, did you see the right fielder's throw come in? Was it high and over his head?
Yeah, it was. So I just knew that I could get a good read on it and go when Rada went to home.
It's pretty good hitting when you know there's a hit and run, but you don't know who's going to cover the bag, the shortstop or the second base.
Right.
So, all right. Ty, I also want to talk about your work at third base. You had a around-the-horn double play in the first inning.
Right. Honestly, I was a little surprised that I caught it. It looked like it was going to eat me up. It hit the lip, I think. And then I just got it, and it kind of got stuck in my glove, too, so I just made a good throw to second, and Groupie made a good turn and got him out.
There you go. Ty Thomas, thanks for coming up to the booth. It means a lot to us, and congratulations to the Oilers. Boy, you guys are hot right now.
Yeah,
I think you've won 7 out of the last 10, and you're climbing through the standings right now.
Yep.
All right,
Thank you.
All right, congratulations, Ty.
Thank you.
All right, hand that off to Nick, and you're listening to the PCHS postgame show. Nick, Oilers 4-1 winners here, and I'll tell you what, I got a few more gray hairs, though, with all those people that the Pilots left on base.
I tell you what, that is, you always like a win, but the ones that make your heart skip a few beats throughout pretty much every inning make it a little more stressful. So, yeah, those bases were packed. Every top half of the frame, it felt like, until Drew came in. And I thought we were going to get him over here, but it looks like he's not going to make it. But, yeah, until Drew pitched very, very well, very effective with the off-speed work. Kept him off base, finally got a clean inning, 2 clean innings, or 1 clean inning out of
no, he got the 7th and he got the 9th.
That's right, 7th and the 9th. Yep.
No, he did a great job in relief, so he'll get credit for his save there. All right, now our next game is going to be tomorrow against these same Pilots right here at 6 o'clock. and the weather is going to be great. It's going to probably even be warmer. So get on down here after dinner and get your dessert or even eat here at the ballpark. All right?
Well, I'll say go out and check out the Soldotna Progress Days. Starts tomorrow as well. Get out there and have some fun, and then come to the ballpark afterward.
And bring some fish. I could use some.
There you go.
All right. So once again, the final score is the Oilers 4 and the Glacier Pilots 1. For Caleb back in the studio and Nick Sorrell here in the booth, this is Bob Bird saying thank you for letting my voice be your eyes. Good night, everybody.
All right. See you guys later.
Great work, Caleb. Thank you.
It's baseball. You too. On ESPN 1140 AM.
Nick, great job.
96.9 FM. On the web at Radio.
Now I'm going to need your help. I need you to unplug my headset. Be able to interview. Well, I'll tell you what, when we got the lineup 10 minutes beforehand, it was just enough, and everything went pretty smooth.
Sure helps having both of us. I can't imagine having to do all this on myself.
You did a great job, Kevin. What now? Oh, yeah. You covered mine. Plenty. No. You told me about my business. Don't hurt yourself. Yeah, I saw that. You see, it's right here. Let me tell you something about the foul balls. Go ahead and add it. That's what I've been doing. I just don't be shy. That hurt? Foul ball. Yeah, step around the horn and start line. I'll keep this pen, but it's always there. Over here, Chip. All right, now this is Nick Sorrell. Nice to meet you. So, I don't know what your schedule is like. You've got too much time in your hands. I have a talk show. All right. And he'll interview you before the game somewhere when we see you on the field, and I want to get to see what you did. You deserve an interview. Congratulations on a great job. Wow. Hey, what a night.
I'll tell you what, here's what I'd like to do. If you're available before Yeah, sorry, we're already off here. No, you're all good. You're doing your job, man. Doing your job.
I'm actually flying out tomorrow morning. Got it.
Headed back home?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, hey,